everyone's gonna see my phone. My Taylor Swift.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to another evening of D&D. We're here for the Veiled Forests of Orvigo once again. It's gonna be a good time. Time for crimes. That's true.
Crime Time Live.
Crime Time
Live. Before we recap, we have something very important to show all of you because we've gotten a new lens for the miniature camera, and to demonstrate that,
Lou's just losing it.
there you go.
Just sweet, delicious cake.
Look at how detailed it is. And
That's high definition.
That is over by Glenn, and this is in the center of the table right here.
Glenn,
it is not close.
Can you gesture to where the...
Just put your face in front of the camera.
It's right there off screen. It's very far away. So we
need a turntable.
Yeah, thank you. We do.
You imagine?
It's like you
How
can see
distracting. Whenever we take like an intermission, we randomly try to sell this cake.
No, these are selling so quickly. You need to get in on buying this right now.
See, and here's the thing. Knowing how ridiculously we do stuff, I will buy a microwave and take the tray table out of it rather than buy a tray table.
You just buy a lazy Susan.
It's literally like $10.
It's gotta be a microwave. Hey, our microwave's broken. Easy fix.
Our microwave is not broken. If the tray table is here tomorrow, he broke it.
I mean,
it's
I don't know what happened. The sledgehammer just wound up in the microwave.
It's weird.
I mean, to be honest, our microwave is a little bit broken.
Now, I can't be reading this correctly. There's no way that we're selling this cake for $19.95.
this 6-week-old delicious cake
For 4 easy payments of $19.95
plus shipping and handling.
Calling out this offer will not last.
We're gonna shove it in a plastic mailer. We're gonna send it to your house. You might be a little smushed.
I may have cut it with my hands.
This is a karate show, so naturally...
Not great karate. Great karate RPG.
Yeah.
Make cake and learn karate.
Not karate RPG.
Anyway, we're going to introduce ourselves.
Like D&D now.
Play D&D now.
Oh, we can show off our dice?
Oh, yeah, we can.
Cakes.
But the cake is there.
The
cake is
in the
taken
cake.
over.
Maybe we do that a different night.
Don't put the dice in the cake. Don't put the dice in the cake.
Sarah.
That would be such
I
a
know
cool,
what I want for my birthday.
I was gonna say, that would be a really cool Christmas gift. Like, send someone a fruit cake, but it's dice.
Yeah.
Did you say a fruit cake, but it's dice?
Oh, yeah, because no one eats those, so...
Yeah, everyone eats them anyway.
I was gonna fucking eat that.
And then you can use your karate to open the cake.
Yeah, I mean, and if you eat the fruitcake and you choke on the dice, that's kind of on you, because you made the decision to
Your
eat the
Christmas
fruitcake.
gift was the sweet release
It
of
would be
that.
the first food product to ever be labeled with the warning small parts inside.
It's good luck, right? Isn't that
Yeah, it's like a Wonder Ball, except so much better.
dental damage.
Pencil ball.
Well, the cake was terrible, and I chipped a tooth, but I have gemstone dice now.
What a fantastic
roll
deal.
1d6 to find out your damage.
Yeah.
Teeth damage.
Teeth loss.
Anyway, in this campaign, I'm always dumb, but in this campaign, I'm playing crit. It's fine. It's great. I'm a warlock. How you doing? I'm a great one.
I'm a warlock. How you doing?
I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Chessa.
I'm John, and I'm playing...
I'm glad I'm playing Crom.
I'm Chelsea. I'll be playing Minerva.
I'm Mike. I am playing Stalk.
I am DJ. I'm playing Dungeon Master.
Cake Master.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So we're going to do the recap video now?
That's up to you.
Yeah, we'll try something different, see
All
how
right,
that goes.
we're going to try something new this time, chat. Enjoy the video.
What's that fun?
Episode 2, Nenaxi, Lakin City of Mist. Sifley led the adventurers forward after giving some dock workers directions and began to point out notable locations to the party. He pointed the party to the inn first, called the Rusty Keel. Sifley led the party until he reached the entrance to the West District and explained that the West District houses most of the fanciers of the shops on the east. Crom asked if Zifley was going to show them around the West District, and Zifley told them they were not welcome in the West District yet. The West District is reserved for the populace of Nenaxi with wealth, whereas the East District is for the working class. Zifley left the adventurers at the entrance to the West District with 2 guards. Olaf held out a hand to shake the guards' hands in an effort to determine their strength. After finishing their interaction with the guards, the adventurers turned back towards the West District. As Olaf turned, he caught a glimpse of a flash of metal and a black cloak dipping into an alley. Olaf called the party's attention to the man, and the party decided to go investigate. As the adventurers entered into the alley, the man stood up from behind a barrel. The man introduced himself as Greg after some pressure and told the party to be careful around Zifley. Greg was not able to give specifics about what to look out for, but believed Zifley had to do some shady things to move that position of power. During the conversation, Minerva made her way around Greg and then grabbed him and lifted him into the air. Flint stepped forward and checked the man's pockets and found a few silver and a note. The note told Greg there were 6 new arrivals and was simply signed You. The adventurers began to interrogate Greg into giving up the name of You. Greg was unwilling to tell the party who You was, but did accidentally tell the party You was a woman. Greg was then able to escape from Minerva's grasp, and Crom told Greg he had one question left. Crom asked if Greg steals because he has to, and Greg said he loves stealing. Minerva started to attack the man, but Crom stepped between the two and would not let Minerva attack him. After the interaction with Greg, the adventurers returned to the Rusty Keel for the night for some food, drink, and rest. After procuring some food and drink, the party sat down for their first moment of downtime since they fell. Olaf held his arm out, elbow on the bar, to indicate to the innkeeper that he wanted to arm wrestle for the glass of wine. The innkeeper was able to beat Olaf in an arm wrestle, but Kesgrim, the busboy, was not. As they were eating, the party began to familiarize themselves with one another and the crimes they committed to land them in Orvigo. Chessa went first, explaining that she was cast down for theft from the throne after she ran away from an arranged marriage her father set up for her. Her father sold her hand in marriage to the Prince of Cloudcross, and Chessa ran away to avoid being married to him. Chessa explained that she attracted attention of the prince prior to the marriage. After rebuffing the prince's advances, her hand was sold by her father to the king. Minerva asked Crom if he was also cast to Orvigo for arson, and Crom explained that he attempted to burn down a politician's home after seeing his people suffer. The politician had a lavish life while his people suffered, so Crom attempted to burn his house down in an attempt to free the people of the politician's oppression. Flynn explained he too targeted crooked politicians and had been around politicians throughout his life because of his family's connection. Olaf asked Crom if his family was hungry. Crom explained that his family was nomadic and soon came upon a group of hermits who offered to take in Crom and his siblings. The conversation then turned to Minerva and her relationship with her sister. Minerva explained that her sister had been wrongfully attacked. Minerva produced a mask from her bag and told the party that the attackers wore these masks. Minerva began to explore leads into who attacked her sister and found a shop that was selling masks similar to those the attackers wore. Minerva demanded information from the shop owner, and after the shop owner refused to give up the information, Minerva lost control of her anger and burnt down his store. Stalk then told the group he had a good relationship with his parents and that his mother was the priestess for his tribe and his father was the hunter. Stalk said he had taken many things and many lives, but made sure they could always cross into the afterlife. One must pay when they take a life, and this one always pays, Stalk said. Stalk told the group that he would leave home to run jobs, and on his last, the guards arrested him before the job even started. Stalk told everyone he believed someone sold him out to the guards. Flint then told his story. He and Olaf had heard of a caravan smuggling things into their town, and the items they were targeting were unable to be reported. They robbed the wrong target and robbed a very powerful man. The caravan was headed to Flint's parents' place of business. Flint and Olaf were seen leaving the caravan, and Flint's parents gave them up. Flint then gestured to a lamp on his hip and said there was a genie that lives within. As Flint began to rub the lamp, Minerva grew uncomfortable and asked Flint not to, as her father was a genie and she had been on the hunt for him as she believes he had something to do with her sister's murder. Flint told Minerva the being inside is not an actual genie, but a demon. Flint said the being was a shit demon, which is why he called it a genie. Olaf asked Minerva if she had ever seen her father, but Minerva had not. She told Olaf the story of her mother and father meeting and how her father felt her mother had trapped him by becoming pregnant. Minerva recounted the day of the attack and told the party that 6 people in these black masks had attacked Minerva and her sister. Olaf offered to help Minerva hunt the men in the masks. Flint then explained that he's unable to get rid of the lamp, and Stalk took the lamp and threw it. The lamp then immediately reappeared on Flint's hip. Flint said the lamp also gave him access to magic so long as he does what the lamp asks. Flint said he would introduce everyone to the demon when they retired to their room for the night. Flint told the group the demon's name was Zogulthar, and the demon sometimes speaks to Flint. Crom asked Flint if he steals for wealth or to eat, and Flint responded he steals from those who deserve it in order to live. The conversation then turned out how to make money, and Olaf suggested asking Lufid for work. Minerva looked around the rusty keel for any well-dressed, aristocrat-looking people. After seeing one, she informed the party. It was decided that Flint would introduce the party to him, and Flint walked up. The party noticed the man was an elf, and he introduced himself as Farum Elixina to Flint. Flint asked if Farum was the owner, and Farum stated he was and complimented Flint on his observant eye. Flint asked if Farum lives on the west, and Farum confirmed his suspicion. Farum explained how to gain entry to the west through owning property. Flint asked where to go to buy property, and Farum told him to seek Norded Blackpipe at the southeastern guard tower. Flint offered his services to Farum, and Farum produced a letter stating it was intended for an associate near the southeastern guard tower. Farum told Flint the letter was intended for his associate, Orvigo, at the Nenaxi divers. Farum explained that the Nenaxi divers were a guild, and the reward for delivering the letter is 1 gold. Flint returned to the party and told them what he had found out, and that the letter was intended for Orvigo. Flint also told the group what he learned about gaining entry to the West District, and Olaf asked if anyone in the party was adept with official documents such as deeds. Olaf asked if Chesta was willing to forge a deed if Flint could learn from Farum what the deeds look like. Minerva said she had a plan and approached one of the people sitting at the bar. Minerva asked the man his name, and he said his name was Hello. Minerva asked the man how he came to live on the West, and the man said his landlord owns his home. After Minerva returned and said her plan did not work, Flint approached Farum once more. Flint asked Farum if he could show the document that proved he owns property. Farum resisted at first, but was able to convince Farum to produce the document. Farum showed Flint a small card with a rough sketch of Farum and indicated what property he owned with a red N stamp. Flint then returned to the group and told them what he saw, and the party decided to retire to their room for the night. They entered into the one large room with 8 beds positioned along the walls, with shades between each bed that could be drawn for privacy. After the group settled in, Flint began to rub the lamp. Zogolthar's avatar then left the lamp, and the party saw his form for the first time. Zogolthar asked what Flint wanted, and Flint told him he only wished to introduce him to Flint's new friends. Zogolthar took a special interest in Minerva. Minerva asked if the demon knew any genies, and he said he did not. Minerva asked how to find a genie, and Zogolthar told her she could summon one. Olaf asked Chessa if she knew how to summon a genie, but she was not familiar with that ritual. Crom then stood and held aloft his glass and gave the party a toast. After his toast, the party finished their drinks and retired for the night. Bam! There you go, chat.
We took a long rest, right?
Recap in video form.
Yeah, you took a long rest there, yeah.
Does that mean Will Smith is in this campaign? Yes,
Yeah.
he is the genie.
We have to invite him now.
Yeah, we'll have to call him up.
What if we invite a bunch of celebrities? What if someone responds?
One of them has to stick.
Statistically,
Oh.
yeah.
Somebody's on Matthew Lillard.
I would love just to hang out with that man.
We'll have Rowan
Science
Atkinson play a
indeed.
bard, but he can only make facial expressions to communicate.
That'll be good with a mask.
Oh, true.
You're okay.
Yeah, so last session we left off with you guys taking a long rest. So today we're going to pick up with you all waking up nice and early in the morning. Wake up and look out the window. You see there's mist clinging to Lake Geel outside. You can hear the far-off crashing of the waterfall in the distance.
It's gotta be loud, like, all the time, right?
Yeah, it's pretty loud. And yeah, you all begin to wake up, kind of
Very good.
stir and
Do morning stuff.
do morning stuff.
Very
Indeed.
good.
I'm gonna look through my...
Wait for
My
Mary Bell to
notes that
leave
I've
so we can get
taken.
out of bed.
Yeah. Just love those rags.
It's morning. What is? Okay. You know,
See, the fact that everyone instantly same page got it is what makes it well done. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll hop on over to Flint's room and just loudly knock on the
We're all in
door.
the same room.
yeah, you're
I'll
all.
knock on Flint's body.
Good morning, Olaf.
And I guess in hearing him
are you
yelling.
alright?
It's just
Is this a normal occurrence? Is this a daily thing, or should I be concerned?
We'll roll for it.
Okay.
Concern.
Okay. Olaf, are you okay?
We're being raided.
This is a stick.
Oh, literally. I thought you were in the game. I was really concerned. Hi, Blue Box. Welcome, everybody. Jesus Christ.
We gotta go!
Yeah. Being raided right now.
I actually thought you were in the game. I was going to react with concern.
You still be reacting with concern, that's been established.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much, Blue Box.
Thank you, Luna.
He said raided, not swatted.
Not yet.
Thank God.
I hope not.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but I'll definitely wake you the fuck up and give you the surprise bra. Women and children first. I just run out.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Olaf, are you all right? Is everything okay?
Oh, I'm just hungry.
Okay. Yes. I assume all of us are. I don't know that required such.
I get hangry. You
fair.
know this?
Yes, that is.
I have quite a large stomach.
All right.
I could eat you.
I suppose you could. I'm glad that you haven't. I'm gonna get up and just go.
Oh, we gotta get him food.
Friends, if we really need to get breakfast, because he will get pissed.
I'm just gonna crack my knuckles and look over at my axe that's still asleep.
Just touch it.
Just, yeah, I'm just gonna pull my axe's blankets back and just shh, it's fine.
You knocked on Flint, gently lifted it.
Yeah, this is my baby.
Got out of bed, pull my hair back up, brush myself off.
Yeah, I also get up.
All right, so
Open one eye and like look and just get up and stretch and sigh, I guess.
Oh, kitty cat stretch.
No.
Get those claws out.
I'll be really tall.
tall cat is tall.
The whole room goes, ooh, big stretch.
Yeah, pull out the rope again.
So you all wake up and you proceed downstairs and you take a seat at one of the tables available. And the bartender, Lufid, or not bartender, the innkeeper, Lufid, walks over and goes, morning, friends. Food, drink, need anything?
Food, preferably if it's not whatever the weird shit was last night. If you have anything that's a little bit more normal, perhaps that would be preferred. I mean, we'll eat it if it's what you've got, but
Well, we got some grilled snake and macadamia.
that's fine, actually. I don't have an issue with that. It's still meat.
Okay, great. One grilled. Anybody else? That same order? You got it, friend.
Do you have eggs in this establishment?
Eggs?
Yeah.
They're not gonna be normal eggs.
Yes, we have leg of mutton and goose eggs.
That's the most normal thing you've
La egg.
said in your entire
It's
life.
la egg of muffin.
Why did we ask for normal and we got grilled snake and macadamia nuts? Yet the next presented meal is a normal meal.
I have cereal.
We have green chili stew. Which is,
What time is it? Do you not serve breakfast?
we put maple syrup on all the.
It's a hearty breakfast.
That makes it breakfast food.
Breakfast burger.
I don't disagree.
Do you have coffee?
Coffee. Oh yes, we have coffee.
Put maple syrup on.
Is it made from
Would
coffee
you like maple
beans?
syrup in your
Is
coffee?
it made from coffee beans?
It is. Yes, it is made from coffee beans.
Okay. Not like snake beans or something. Some weird shit.
Where have you encountered snake beans, sir?
It's the hand beans again.
I'll have a coffee with some maple syrup, sure.
You got it. Anybody else? Food.
This one will have a coffee and snake.
Coffee and snake it is.
Some swamp foods are hitting at home.
I'll just have a coffee.
A coffee. You got it. Maple syrup.
On the side.
You got it.
I suppose I'll have some of the snake and the coffee.
Okay, you got it. I will be right back. He walks away and begins to go gather your food together.
You not had coffee
You want
before,
my
Crumb?
Never.
It's great. You know how you're maybe a little bit tired right now?
Yes.
You won't be.
You'll be bouncing off the fucking walls, probably.
Oh no.
I can't ever have coffee. If I bounce off walls, the walls don't stay standing.
There's no bouncing.
More like crashing. Destructive.
I've only ever had tea before.
It's not unsimilar.
The coffee, it puts a fire in you.
I like that.
So after a few moments, he comes back and he begins to hand out all of your food. And Minerva hands you a smaller coffee cup, similar to the one he brought out. Like they're the exact same coffee cup, just smaller. Gives you maple syrup. And yeah, for all of you, that's gonna be 20 copper.
Brah!
I can't give it to you for free now, but I can do half.
Brah!
We'll do half.
Brah!
Make a strength check.
Can I give him advantage by using Mage Hand to tickle under this guy's arm? Because I would imagine this is something that we definitely have done.
Yeah.
So I would have scooted my way around and...
21.
4.
His man's arm.
All right, fine. 10 copper it is. 10 copper. I'll arm wrestle you again, but it's still 10 copper. Make another strength check.
Tickle him.
Tickle him.
Pick his pocket. 19.
Yeah, I don't
13.
have a reason to pick this up.
Are you sure, Don?
Yeah, I only do it to specific people. The boatman had it coming.
Yeah.
Good job. 10 copper, please.
Okay.
Flint, the money?
Sure. I'll flip him a silver. There you go.
Oh, thank you. And you see him bite it and check, make sure it doesn't bend. Great. Well, if there's anything else you need, I'll be right over there.
Just takes one step
You
over.
may have noticed Kesgrim's not down here. He's currently resting. He had a rough night. Very rough night.
And I just gesture like a boxing match.
Yeah, he got into a fight. Kid next door.
Is he okay?
No,
No?
the kid next door really fucked him up.
Is he alive?
Oh yeah, he's probably
What is
alive.
the kid's
Probably
name
alive.
that fucked him up?
Nina.
Little girl bitch.
Oh no.
Like a 6-year-old girl.
She's got a fucking bear filled with rocks and just beat the shit out of him. Like a sock full of fucking batteries and just beat the shit out of
He'll probably have
Kesgrim.
nightmares for quite some time.
I would imagine so.
But yes, she tried, but Kesgrim was able to fight back. But I'll be over here if you all need me. Enjoy your food.
I'm gonna point, gesturing towards the upstairs.
Is he upstairs? Yeah.
You're
harass
gonna
this man.
check if he's okay? All right.
You hear a whip crack in the distance.
Just gonna pull out my big old whip.
I'm gonna eat my eggs and leave the mutton for
Yeah, when I
Olaf.
return.
Yeah, how's the coffee? Is it actual coffee?
Roll a d100.
To see if it's coffee.
18.
You know how you go to a diner and you get coffee and it tastes like they haven't cleaned the coffee maker
Yeah,
in
and it's
like
been sitting out
15
for like 7
years?
hours.
Yeah.
Do they put they put like eggs in it, right? Isn't that a thing?
What?
What?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
No.
Yeah.
Eggs in the coffee?
How else do you eat your breakfast?
I mean, I know they'll put butter in coffee. I didn't know about eggs.
Put maple syrup on it.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to take a shot back
Yeah,
of the
dude,
maple
I
syrup to
kinda-
wash it down.
I want to see this.
What?
I mean, yeah,
Um,
that's fucking stunning.
it's really weird.
Butter was weird to me. Kind of makes sense as a fat, but like,
There's an egg tube in the coffee.
like
It's a straw.
Oh, I hate that so
it's just
much.
gonna melt and just wither in your mouth.
I'm just picturing that tube egg
That's what I'm
machine.
Yeah, that's what she
fucking-
means.
Oh,
I
that's
think I
the
did make a
worst.
joke about using that as a straw for
You
maple
did,
syrup
you
at
did.
one point.
God, it is the
It
worst.
upset me.
Egg coffee is a real thing.
That's
It's very
gross.
strange.
Yeah, I don't like
It's
that.
apparent it helps the ground separate from the
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
But
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Go upstairs and you see a door marked.
Label with a big K on it
Yeah.
for Kesker.
Yep, marked Kesker.
Like an elementary school
Is it
locker.
crooked?
It's backwards.
It looks like a building block. It just has a K on it.
There's a raincoat hanging up next to the door.
Yeah.
While he's upstairs, I'm going to. So you have time to think about this if you haven't already. I'm going to pull out the letter that we were given and take my dagger and run it along the inside to unseal it very carefully, so that way I can take the letter out and read it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Olaf, you head upstairs to Kesgrim's room.
Yeah.
And you walk in.
Yeah, I mean, if the door's unlocked, I would absolutely just walk in.
Yeah, door's unlocked. You walk in because it's Kesgrim and. You walk in. He's sprawled out, spread eagle on his bed. Armor just laying in a pile next to the bed. You see they're we're gonna say gray sheets. They're soaked in blood. You walk over and look, and he's got just multiple bruises across his chest, and he looks like he got beaten up real bad.
This is out of game. Are his arms tied? Like you said, he's spread eagled. Like is this? This is not in game. Not meaning to interrupt, but I do have to ask, and I'm very sorry for interrupting.
You're fine. No, his arms are not tied down.
My apologies.
He's
Continue.
got fuzzy handcuffs on.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah.
Case Grim.
He's holding the key.
Hello.
I did this.
Is he conscious? Does he notice as I enter the room?
He is very asleep.
He's very asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, you said his armor's in a pile on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other things that look like they belong to him in this room?
Yeah, you see there's a long sword leaned up against the nightstand. And outside of that, it's just standard room dresser.
Yeah, he's got clothes and things like that. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll go over and just give him a quick, like, inspection in regards to his wounds and kind of evaluate the bruising and the markings and try to get an understanding of, like, what really did this to him. Like, do these look like blunt force bruises where he just got fucking railed, like, in hand-to-hand combat?
She had brass knuckles on.
As a dude in plate armor, he got... Yeah, dude, he got punched so hard, his heart
How
broke.
strong is this kid?
Yeah,
It's just like dents in the plate, man.
that's what I mean. Like, I want to know, like...
Well, see, that's not fair. You're wearing plate armor. You gotta take that off.
Yeah, did he take his
See,
armor
you're wearing
off?
shoes.
Like-
You got a better advantage on things.
She beat him up in his bedroom.
His armor looks okay,
Okay.
but you can see the undershirt that he's wearing because he'd be wearing like a tank top.
Yeah.
You can see it's got tears and holes in it where
Okay.
it looks like there was a struggle.
Okay. Like, puncture, like a sharp piercing
Like
object, or
ripping.
rip it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
is this consensual?
That's why I asked. His
Oh.
arms were tied.
Do we have to be? I don't know if we should be worried about him.
Forget the people in the East District. It's the children we have to be scared
Yeah.
of.
They beat the shit out of Kesgrim. Yeah, I mean, I guess since he's asleep, I'll go over to the side of his bed and just kind of shake him awake. And just give him an awkward, toothy, tusky smile.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
That's grim.
It is Kesgrim. Ah,
What?
ah, I'm gonna point to like his injuries on his chest.
Oh, yeah. I got beat up pretty bad.
Ah, I'm gonna point to the gesture in the direction that the dude did when he said next door.
Yeah, there's definitely the little girl next door. Yup.
It's a little girl.
Ah,
It's somehow more embarrassing than the little girl next door.
right? Ah,
What happened?
ah.
I like how everybody can just figure out what's happening.
Right? It's a universal language.
So you have to speak up. I don't understand. Oh, okay.
Oh,
To clarify.
brah.
You said.
Ziffley fell in the well?
Yeah. Olaf, go get her.
Say what happened.
Well, she came into the tavern,
Brah.
and she must have been kind of upset 'cause she started throwing people's food around and just generally being a shithead.
Brah.
So I had to kick her out, and she got mad, so she beat me up.
You're also the bouncer?
Well, Lufit's not gonna. Oh, you're not there.
Brah. I'm gonna gesture to like imply small.
That's rude.
Yeah, definitely. Make an insight check also.
8.
8.
Mm-hmm. Not an insightful man. I speak brah.
You're just doing this to him.
Tallest child I've ever met.
What is he asking?
You're not sure if it's based on his lack of ability to be able to communicate with you like clearly,
Yeah.
like words to words,
Mhm.
but you do feel as though there's something not being told, like he's holding the full truth back.
Hmm? Brah?
Did I throw her out?
Brah?
Yes. And then she beat me up.
Brah? I'm gonna gesture outside.
Yeah, she beat me up outside. Yeah.
Brah? I'm gonna point in all directions to try to see if he can indicate to me which direction it was.
Just right out in the alleyway here.
And then I'm gonna brah?
Yeah, all over. Just.
I think he's asking if you want him to beat her up.
Brah?
Yeah, just all over. Just beat her up.
I'm gonna claw against my hand. Brah?
Did she scratch me?
Brah?
Yes.
I'm gonna gesture towards the obvious area in which his shirt is ripped.
Yeah, she scratched the shit out of me.
Brah?
I just want to watch this fight.
Are you alright, by the way?
You can talk?
Bruh?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just need
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
I'm just gonna like a gorilla look at his head. Bruh?
Get off my hair. Yeah, I'm fine. I just gotta sleep a lot.
Just like open his mouth.
Start touching his teeth.
One,
tongue
two,
out.
three.
Fallen king. Bruh. I'll pat him on the head like clumsily. Bruh.
Thanks for checking on me.
Bruh. 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 I'm just gonna gesture to indicate that I'll be downstairs.
Okay, I'll be down in a few days.
Bruh.
Bye.
Leave. Have a good one.
You too. What?
Close the door. He's just gonna... I'm immediately laughing as I get into the hallway. What a fucking idiot.
Crom, so what do you think of the coffee?
This is not good coffee.
I rolled a D100 on my coffee check. It came out a straight 100. I'm feeling fantastic. How's everybody else feeling? We really need to go do something right now. Let's go.
You're tapping pretty fast. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Never mind.
How are you? Good and yourself?
Are you sure you enjoyed it?
I'm fine.
What kind of tea do you normally drink? Do you drink herbal tea? Made of flowers?
Oh no.
The ones made of actual tea leaves?
It's made by someone else, but yeah. They
Have
just
you-
find it and
have
make
you-
it.
Have
Hot
you eaten
water,
your breakfast yet?
Have you had caffeine before?
No. This is fantastic.
I told you.
Fucking love it.
Bouncing off the fucking walls.
Crom does not do caffeine.
Don't give Crumb coffee.
I'll give Chrome coffee.
So Olaf, you return back downstairs where all of your friends are sitting.
Yeah, he's fine. He definitely did get beat up by a child next door.
Do you want your coffee?
No, buddy, you can have it.
No, and I just take it. No, I think you've had enough coffee,
Hand the
sir.
mutton over to you.
Oh, very good, thank you.
So-
How was everyone's breakfast?
Fine. You said that Kesgrim is not doing well?
Oh, yes, he got the shit kicked out of him by a child next door. Little girl, Nina.
That's embarrassing.
Very embarrassing.
That seems suspicious. He was pretty well armored when we saw him.
Oh, yes, evidently his armor was, seemingly undamaged, and
Did he take his armor off when fighting her?
I don't know whether or not it was a challenge of honor or whether or not it was just something that he did as a moron.
I don't know if he's honorable or despicable. I don't know.
Yes.
Or dumb.
Yes.
Or dumb.
I think all of them are definitely possibilities. He doesn't seem like he really has much of awareness of what's going on. But there was definitely a strangeness to his tone, as though he wasn't being entirely direct with what was going on. He said that she came in and was rather upset, but didn't give a reason as to why. She became distraught and violent towards other patrons and, disturbed their meals, and he escorted her out, and then she kicked the shit out of him in the alley. I don't know why he followed her into the alley. Again, another piece to this puzzle that I can't really identify, but...
I wonder what made her so angry that she felt the need to beat up a grown man, but...
Oh, yes. And which direction was it that he gestured when he said the girl next door? I don't know if you want to tell me north, south, east, or west.
Yeah, it would be south, door opposite, or the wall opposite the bar.
Okay.
Or
I'll gesture
counter.
in that fucking direction.
Mhm.
Cool. Yes, she supposedly lives right next door, though, so I would recommend that we, at least in some regard, try to check on her as well. We
I
don't know
agree.
whether or not she was injured. He did look definitively
I mean, a
pretty rough.
girl with that much power at that age is definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah,
Do we
she
know
could...
how old she is?
A child. Indeterminate.
It's a child doing in a...
Bar?
Yeah.
It is concerning.
Again, don't know.
She probably didn't come for the coffee.
Probably not. Also need to question as to who is caring for her or watching over her if she's entering the bar at hours in which we had already gone to bed.
That's true.
Because we saw him right before we went to sleep. So,
That's right.
what child is out so late? Questions for future?
Minerva, you make fire, yes? I assume you are fairly adept at controlling that.
Yes, for the most part.
And I'm going to hold out the letter and push the flaps together. If you wouldn't mind, a very, very small amount on the seal here.
Sure. And I cast Produce Flame and just very lightly...
So I can reseal
fire it.
whatever the glue is after I put the letter back in.
That would be
I've
wax.
copied it down. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it was a
probably
wax
so I'm
seal.
gonna
Did you
reseal that.
read the letter?
I did. It is from Farum to this Urgeva person, which might be the you that we're looking for. It says, I understand your concern, however I have no more men to spare. Either make do with what you have or suspend service. I don't know what
So
that
Farum's
means.
sending men over to her.
Seems that way. She is part of the Nenaxi divers, so perhaps something's been happening to these divers, or she needs more people. But it seems as though Farum has a hand in this service, so we should deliver this letter and see if we can find out more.
Doesn't seem to be too suspicious. I mean,
Mildly suspicious, but
What is he sending the men over
mean-
there for? That's my question.
from
Presumably diving.
what I would assume so.
Oh, so perhaps we're gonna go swimming today then, huh?
Yes.
I don't think I want to go swimming anymore.
You could stay in the boat.
You can stay up here.
I'd rather not be in the boat.
Yes.
That's right.
The water's better than a boat then.
We haven't
really
seen like
wish
a
to go
library or
swimming either.
anything, right? I assume.
Hmm?
There's no library anywhere that we've been.
Not that was pointed out to you, no.
Yeah.
Don't really have much interest in going swimming today, but perhaps we could get some information from this person and ask her about Cloak Bloke, Greg.
I would like to know a little bit more about him. All right.
Assuming she's the one.
The you.
Yes.
Who is you?
Based on the
Yeah.
direction that he ran, I think there's this good possibility they're the same. Maybe not. Worth inquiring.
I'm gonna devour this mutton.
I'm gonna finish my coffee.
All right, finish your coffee. You all finish up your breakfast and your coffee.
I want coffee.
Would you like mine? It's garbage. No, no. No.
I'll have some.
Don't mind if I do.
Thank you, sir.
I'll drink a second coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a scholar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what would y'all like to do?
Let's go find you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Earn this
Let's
gold.
go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Afraid with what I have. What I have at the moment is not going to last very long.
Right, and then perhaps when we return, we can find out information as to where Nina is and inquire more about poor Kesgrim and his very weak bones.
Oh, yes, it doesn't seem like he's very well fit to care for himself.
It doesn't seem that way.
He also seems quite gullible, Flint. Perhaps that's something we can utilize in the future.
I mean, he is pretty old.
Yes.
If it appears he is worthy.
I mean, as a resource.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yes. You know, everyone has their end.
That's true.
Very good.
I start to push my seat in and just, well, let's get going and just walk out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you all exit from the Rusty Keel, the door faces toward the docks. So as you exit out, you notice there's a large group of people standing in front of you near one of the ledge. I don't know, one of the holes in the platform.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all kind of crowded around this, and you see suspended above it a metal grate similar to like a shaker. You know what I mean? Where it's got holes in the grate. Bound up on top of a rope, and atop it is a black sheet spread across the top of the.
A sheet.
Yes.
I also thought he said sheep.
Spread over the top of the metal grate. You're able to see right
So
below.
did that. It thought you said sheep too.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I said sheep then. I meant sheet.
How
Lemon
high
sheep.
up is this?
Right now it's about 5 feet from the opening, so it's sitting about head height.
Okay. How far are we from the opening?
Um,
Like, how far away is this crowd from
Like-
us?
like 30, 40 feet.
Okay. And you said it's a large crowd. Do these people look like the same laborers and workers that we were
Yeah, they
able
do.
to identify yesterday, or?
They do, yeah, except everyone is dressed in black. So
Okay.
whereas usually they'd be wearing whatever clothes are comfortable for that type of work,
Sure.
they're dressed in nicer black clothes.
Okay.
What does Stalk wear? What's he wearing?
Leather armor and a hooded cloak.
I kind of just look over at Stalk and go, you might be able to get a better idea about what's going on. You seem very stealthy.
Possibly. Take a look. Does it look like there's an easy way to get closer as I glance?
Yeah, the crowd of people are about like 3 or 4 lines deep around the opening, so you'd be able to work your way through the crowd.
Sure. I'll try to get closer without attracting attention.
Okay. As you get closer, you can hear from the group of people, you can hear people crying and consoling one another.
As I see Stalk go over there, I'm going to be like, oh, Olaf, watch this. And I back my way into the nearest alley.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Disguise Self
Okay.
and walk out looking like a short dwarf dressed like one of those people. I'm going to adjust my clothing to look like that.
Okay.
And just kind of...
Just gonna blink at you slowly. Uh-huh.
This is new.
Well done, Flint.
Zalgothar has blessed me with additional powers for some reason.
I thought he was a shit demon.
Well, he is, but he has his moments.
Oh. And this is a power he has bestowed upon you?
Indeed.
Well, I guess I'll look down at the lamp. Thank you, Zolgathar. Well chosen, Flint. Definitely seems like a good resource for us.
I think so. I'm gonna follow Stalk into that crowd.
Alright, I'll stand here.
Alright?
I'm tall.
Very
Flint.
tall. You might be able to see over the top of them.
Yes, I could also potentially elevate one of our companions over my shoulders.
That's true.
Anyone?
I'll wink at the group of you.
Be right back.
Look, anyone want to be taller? Get a glimpse of what's going on?
It's going to be me, isn't it?
I'm gonna start rifling through my clothes
Yeah,
that I'm wearing.
I think I
Oh, weird.
Because I have several layers of clothing on. find a black cloak, pull the one off, and put the other one on top of it. Throw the hood up and start sneaking my way over.
Oh, looks like Crom's prepared. Ladies, either of you have a preference?
I would probably stick out like a sore candle, so no.
True.
It's me.
Yes. Thank you for volunteering. Just gonna hold my enormous hand out. I'm just whoop! Throw you like a reckless father with his baby. Oh shit!
Like me into the ceiling fan.
Yep. And then attempt to catch Chessa and elevate her on my shoulders. Feet, not like a piggyback ride. I want her to
Right.
actually be.
Like she's in cheer camp and you
yeah,
just
full elevation. Just
So
It's the Nenaxi cheer squad.
from the heightened
whistle
vantage
blows.
point, you're able to see on top of the grate from a steeper angle. You can see the impression of what looks like a body laying under the sheet.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna weave my way through the crowd.
Okay. Similar to Stalk, you hear crying and people consoling one another. Lots of sniffles.
Does this look like a funeral?
I'm just sitting on the curb, just playing with the fire in my hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to push my way up to like the second row of people where I can see,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna turn to the person next to him.
Very sorry for your loss.
Oh, thank you. Yes, Melvin was a great man.
Melvin?
That's the first name that came to mind.
Flint Iron Fist.
Uh,
Met Melvin a few times.
Melvin Jr. Nice to meet you.
Oh no.
Dad!
I almost said Kelvin, and I was like, nope, can't.
Do you know what happened?
No. They found him in an alleyway. He's beaten up pretty badly, but
This kid's just running around killing people.
Yeah, girl needs to be stopped.
yes, we're getting ready to cast him off. So,
How did you know him?
he was a co-worker. We worked the same dock.
Which dock was that?
This one.
Oh. What,
Right over there.
is there a name for this dock? I'm sorry,
This doc.
That's fine. This would be Dock 1, because it's the
First doctor
northernmost dock.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dock 2 is the one in the middle, and Dock 3 stands to follow would be the last.
makes sense. Had some good times with Melvin, some good drinks and stories.
Yeah, we think maybe drink might have been Melvin's.
Downfall?
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, God.
Yes, praise God.
Is he acting suspicious lately? I haven't seen him in about a 10-day.
I wouldn't say suspicious. He
Weird.
I wouldn't even say weird. Drunk. He was drunk a lot of the time.
I think this is a funeral.
Funeral. Interesting.
Again, I'm very sorry for your loss.
I thank you. Well, I'm sorry. The service is about to start, and he
course.
turns and looks forward back toward where the grate is, and he watches a man produces a torch and lights it, and goes, "Thank you all for coming today. We will be sending Melvin Pembroke. We will be casting him off to his final journey down the river today. I appreciate family, friends, loved ones who have all come. We will be holding a wake later at the Rusty Keel. Drinks will be on me." I've already said it, so it's canon, but I don't know why drinks would be on this man.
He's dead finally. Drinks are on me. Fuck this guy.
He means served on him.
Yeah.
Party shot.
He goes, "And with that, Melvin, thank you for your years of dedication to this city. Goodbye."
Good riddance.
See you, buddy.
Get the fuck out of here.
DJ, if I die, I want you to do the speech at my funeral. It's been a good friend. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's been great living together. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.
Holds the torch up and lights the black sheet, and you watch as the flame spreads across the grate. And then you watch as 4 larger men begin feeding rope to the line, and you watch as it lowers
Starts to
itself
descend.
down, and it stops, let's say, 2 feet above the surface of the water, where everyone kind of stands with their heads bowed.
As they're bowing, I'm gonna push my way back out of the crowd and bump whatever this guy didn't give me his name, did he?
Oh, that dude?
Yeah.
He didn't.
I'm gonna bump him and try to pick his pocket. I'm not looking for coins. I'm not gonna take his coins. I'm looking for any paper or cards or credential type stuff. Something that's specifically not a coin purse. I don't want his money.
Gotcha.
I don't care.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, 8.
8?
Yeah.
I doubt he has a modifier high enough to...
And he is looking down.
Yeah.
So if he does see it, I'll attempt to cover.
There it is. No, he doesn't sense it.
Oh, cool.
Nope. So you, I'll say you do find a little prayer card.
Okay.
And it says Melvin Penbrook, dock worker, 20 years.
Dead.
Dead now.
Good riddance.
Beat up in the alley by a small
Gone
child.
and forgotten.
Left behind no kids or wife.
Man,
Lonely fuck.
Yeah.
that's why he was drinking so much.
Mm-hmm. This man had no one and nothing. He just worked.
So you
the
said it
dock
was
and
like a
drank.
remembrance card that he pulled out?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a picture scribbled onto it at all, or no?
There'd be
yeah.
a rough sketch on there, yeah.
Okay, so there
Him
is
in an arm
there
bar
is
with a
merit in
6-year-old.
me keeping this, perhaps. Then, so I will do that. If it was just information that I already knew, I would have slipped it back into his pocket. There's nothing else in his pockets that I could gauge.
A few copper pieces.
Yeah, I'm
stuff
not-
like
I'm
that.
leaving his
But
copper.
other substantial stuff like the prayer card, no.
Okay.
Just that.
Yeah, I'll just take that and back my way out of the crowd.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and see if I can find somebody who's crying pretty heavily in the crowd.
Mhm.
Sneak up to them,
Mm-hmm.
tap them on the shoulder.
Yes.
Did you know Melvin?
Yes, I did.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I take this one personally close to my heart. You wouldn't happen to have a spare card, would you?
No, I'm sorry. I only have the one they gave when I entered.
Might I see? I just want to make sure that a quote made it onto there. He had told me once before about it. We were just goofing around, but I didn't think he would one day need it.
Yes, I suppose. Here you go.
I'm gonna commit that picture to memory.
Okay.
Thank you so much, and sorry again for your loss.
You're
I just
welcome.
sort of make my way back to the group.
Okay.
Is there
I'm
anybody
still-
lingering around, on the outskirts, not really paying much attention either?
There's people going about their regular business.
Okay.
Anybody else?
I'll weave my way back out if I see
Mhm.
them weave out.
Can I get down now?
Pardon me?
I think I've seen.
Have we seen it all?
I mean, there's a body on the grate. That's
Yes. And it's being lowered towards the water?
yes.
And it's a flame?
Is it a flame? Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
It's being lowered. I can't see it anymore, right? It's
Yeah, it got lowered below
Oh, you
the
cannot
surface.
see.
Yeet!
How far away you said? About 20 feet?
Yeah, I think I said 20 to 30 feet.
Are you well versed in falling?
only off of a waterfall recently.
That's good practice.
Did you yeet her?
I'm gonna eat her.
Oh my god! Watching him yeet Chessa, I want to try and run into the crowd to try and catch her.
Are you strong
Pushing
enough
people out of the way and
I
just
mean-
running.
What's your goal here? What are you attempting?
I mean, I want you to see.
See what?
Look what's your special brand!
Am I up in the air? Are you going to catch me? Is that?
Yeah, did you throw her forward or up?
If you throw her forward, I'm running.
He's a
I'll throw her up and catch her.
I still run to the
It's a good
crowd.
thing you told her to take that spell, John.
So yeah, you will you'll catch a glimpse of the grate sitting about 2 feet above the surface of the water.
Does it look like anything's happening in the water around this area where a dead body's being lowered?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Nope. But yeah, you see it on fire, burning.
Huh. I'll just catch you.
As I run up to you guys, just go, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk
Why
back
did you
out of the
throw her?
crowd.
To catch her?
That was extremely dangerous. There's so many people. You're drawing attention to yourself. If you haven't drawn enough attention to yourself already.
Oh, yes. I like to be known in areas where I go.
Not when we're trying to find you.
I'm right here.
I just shake my head and walk away. Just walk the fuck away.
Yeah, I'll steady you and put you vertical and put you back on your feet.
Use here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. See? No harm done.
Just like brush off my skirt.
I crack my knuckles. I do it with Flint all the time.
I'm gonna walk over. I don't like it. I got this credit card.
He loves it. Come here, Flint.
I don't want to.
He doesn't like when people watch us.
It's private.
I'm gonna walk back to the group, flip out my clothing, put the blue one back on top.
Anyone else see anything particularly suspicious about this funeral?
Nothing suspicious, no.
I don't
This
think
was a
they.
funeral?
I don't think they liked him very much.
What did he look like?
We didn't see.
Yeah,
He was
well,
From the
covered.
card.
He saw
on
the card.
From the card, it would be done in pencil, not colored pencil, just regular pencil. So colors are kind of not there. It's black and gray.
Are they printed or are they?
They're
individ-
hand drawn.
How many people were there? That's
About
an-
100.
That's an endeavor.
Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after like the first 6, you would, I think, get pretty good at just. I'm not an
you would
artist
think,
either.
huh?
So.
There you go.
A nose in the middle of his face.
Nice.
2 eyes and a mouth. Gotcha.
Drawing
No, like
smiles.
was he human?
Yeah.
Was he Goliath? Was he?
Oh my goodness.
He was human. Had a pencil thin mustache.
I'm surprised.
I'm glad he's dead. God.
And a pompadour.
Did he really?
I guess so now, yeah.
You can change it. You have that power. if you want.
Hey, it's Melvin Pembroke. Forget
I
about
want to go
me.
die in the alley. Yeah.
I'm gonna go fight a 6-year-old.
I write in pen. You have like 3 seconds to change it.
I
Yeah,
write in
he's-
pen as well, and I already wrote down pompadour.
Yeah, he's got a pompadour.
Hey, forget about me.
Forget about
I'll
it.
see you at my funeral. Hey.
Good riddance, as I always say.
Goodbye. When I die, just say goodbye.
We Pembrokes always say goodbye.
And judging from the body, I can kind of figure about how big he was, right? He wasn't like I could have told seen if he was tall or if he was a shorter guy or.
Yeah, he was 5'7".
I just realized this guy was an alcoholic, and at his wake they go, drinks on me.
This may be the contributing cause to his death. Let's go at
I
it
really
again.
fucking just hated him so much.
Oops. Oh well.
He said he wanted to go by fire. He was just screaming, I'm lit! The night before he died.
Would have been worse if he was like, I'm alive. No, you're not.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
No, I want to live.
We hardly knew him.
Does this kind of funeral tradition, is it familiar at all? Is it anything that I've read about from like?
I'm gonna say it's not something that was really widely known outside of Orvigo. And it's not
Like it doesn't follow any traditions from.
from Fabroxy, right? Yeah, it's pretty independent to Orvigo, and it doesn't call to mind anything that you've seen like that in Fabroxy. It's a pretty different funeral service. But when you don't have a graveyard and you live on stone slabs,
Eat.
we also can't just go floating dead bodies down the river.
I mean, you could.
You could.
Now with that attitude.
Mm-hmm. Right? Coward.
Anyway, shall we continue to Nenaxi Divers then?
I thought you'd never ask.
Sure.
I'm walking this time. No boats,
Mm-hmm. Just legs.
only legs. Got these shoes. They get me there.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out the prayer card and hand it to
Chessa, you might be able to use this when we're forging a document. Hold on, let me adjust that. Let me write "he did" on it.
What a handsome man.
He did.
You show the viewers what the guy
Melvin.
looked like.
God damn it, Hobbit, get out of here. Fucking Christ.
You should really just make your own playlist.
Melvin. There you go.
No.
Melvin, he did.
He did. Yep.
If you want to, maybe you can use that when we try to forge a document.
I don't. I'm not. I've never forged a document before.
Because now I can look like him, so...
I don't have
That.
You're walking
You
around
just take a piece of paper and tape it over your face.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's literally just a smiley
it. You
face.
wanna-
Here,
Put 'em
no,
on
let me,
the
let me,
cake.
Put it in the cake.
Yeah,
Oh,
spare
yes.
piece.
Hold
Let me
on.
write it.
How do we turn on cake cam?
Yeah, there
He
you go.
dead.
There you go.
Here we go. Let me,
Hold on, let me see her.
Make the disguise.
Just gotta write
You can
official
put the
document
pompadour
on
and the
it.
mustache on there.
On the prayer card, was there any like religious symbols or anything like that?
I'll get back to you on that.
Forget
Okay.
the pencil. Where's
I'm
the
gonna cast
pompadour?
Disguise Self. DJ.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's Melvin!
Melvin, you're alive!
You shouldn't do
Melvin,
that.
no!
Do this right next to the funeral.
Melvin, you're back!
Everybody look, it's Melvin! The gods have returned to us.
It's a dwarf-sized Melvin.
Was there anyone in the crowd who also had a smiley face?
I'll dive into the water. Help!
Help!
So hot!
I'm still lit!
I'm still lit!
Uh,
His blood was practically gasoline.
what?
Ooh,
So you're all making
that's
your...
a good Melvin.
Oh, that's right, he had the pencil thin mustache.
Gone too
Oh,
soon.
you took the cake cam off.
Here, Glenn, if you'd like to update my disguise.
I guess we'll go over to the Nenaxi divers.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head back down to the southeastern corner of Nenaxi, where the guard tower that was previously indicated to you to buy property from, where that is, pretty much right next door. You see there's a building set up facing toward the guard tower with what looks like a garage door leading out onto planks that protrude from the edge of Nenaxi. And above the door in like wavy script, it says Nenaxi Divers.
So it looks like a diving board that extends out over the edge, over the water.
Right. Yep.
Okay. Flint, do the honors.
Indeed.
I'll walk up and attempt to open the door.
You still look like Melvin.
Shit.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Melvin! No! We heard you were dead.
Hey, no, nobody suspects the dead guy. It's a good disguise.
Don't believe the hype.
I can commit so many crimes.
Chell,
You're
as far
shorter
as,
than I remember, Melvin.
as far as a religious symbol, you would see there's a wave
Okay.
on the card.
Yeah, was Melvin a human?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could we judge based on how close I was, how tall he was? Or you said or was he
He was like
covered?
He said like
5'7",
5'7".
Yeah.
So you're fine.
I'm within the range. I can become Melvin.
You're not even ready for this disguise. Open the door!
Melvin, the new boogeyman of the dogs.
Was he wearing a Hawaiian shirt when they lowered him down?
You have flip flops and sandals.
Yeah.
Socks and
Or no, flip flops and sandals.
And sandals, bro.
both.
Stand on
He
4
looked
legs.
like Newman from
Yes.
Jurassic Park.
Yes.
See? No one cares.
All right, I'm gonna walk in. Hello. No, I'm not.
That's the
disguised.
first time I pictured it in my head. It was like that's a look, you know? Seeing it on paper, that is one creepy looking
It's
dude.
not a look. It's not a look.
Oh my god.
No, I'm gonna drop
I think everyone wanted him dead.
Can I get one more?
one more change.
Yeah, I
Oh
wanna
yeah,
see
here you
it.
go. Here you
No,
go.
I want to
Oh,
see
sure.
it.
He just needs to see it
I didn't
again.
get it good enough.
Hi, is you here? No, I'm gonna drop the disguise and I'm gonna
Are we
walk
done
into
now?
the building. You don't think it's funny?
I think it's hysterical.
Why?
So disrespectful.
What? He mysteriously.
He just died.
He's not real. He's
So rude. of
he's
you.
a piece of paper.
You were disguising self as him at his funeral.
Oh no.
His friends were crying.
It's not like I'm
He
doing
heard
it in
sobs
real life.
in
It's
the
Melvin's
crowd.
twin brother, Kelvin.
Just pretending no idea. Holy shit, he looks like me!
Am I dead?
This man's an imposter.
What are you talking about?
That's not Melvin. I'm Melvin.
What are you talking about? I'm Kelvin. Kelvin Membrook.
My name's Pelvis.
Oh man.
I gotta go.
So you walk into the Nenaxi Divers. Oh, okay, you knock.
No, I'm just walking in. It's a business. I'm just going in.
So you walk in, and as you walk in, you hear beautiful singing, kind of carrying through this room. As you enter, you see there's lots of nautical themed things: ship wheels, oars, an anchor. You know, your standard nautical stuff. And soon you hear the singing grow louder as a small gnome woman with braided hair as long as her body, almost dragging on the floor at her feet, walks around and goes, "Oh, hello!
Hi, are you Orvigo?
I am, yes.
I have a letter for you from Farum.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're
I've
welcome.
been waiting
He,
for this.
Said that you would give me a receipt so that way I can be paid by him on the other end.
Oh, yes. 1 second."
Thank you.
Pulls out a piece of paper and scribbles real quick and signs it and hands it back over to you. Here you go.
Thank you.
How far away was this shop
Nice.
from the bar?
Not far.
Say it was like a couple doors down.
It's 5 streets down.
Oh, okay. Like that's rude. You made us
Yeah, so
walk
it's
up
like
the street.
it's like a 20-minute walk.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the receipt and see if the handwriting matches
The last note?
the note from that we got off of.
It would.
It would match.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Put that away.
And she's just,
Mm-hmm.
you're very tall. Careful with your feet. Please don't step on me.
I do like a shitty little jig.
Okay.
The Nat 30s, thank you very much for the 125 bits. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Orvigo,
Yes.
would you say you get a decent amount of patrons that come through here?
Not really. We're not necessarily a business. We're more of a guild.
Okay. You don't happen to have any guild members that prefer to keep their faces hidden?
Not that I can think of. No, none of them would have a reason to hide their face.
Okay. Do you have any guild members that prefer to keep their identity fairly confidential?
No, not that I can think of. They're all pretty open.
Is she lying?
Make an insight check.
Is anyone else in here?
No.
I'm gonna whisper to Olaf while they're talking.
Should I disguise myself as Greg and tell her I got beat up?
No.
All right.
That's a 16.
16. you can tell that she's not trying to withhold anything from you. She's not trying to be dishonest with you. To the best of her knowledge, none of her guild members would have a reason to hide their face.
Okay.
As Flint is whispering to me and asks about becoming Greg, I would also say, it seems as though she's not averse yet to my sight, which indicates that Greg has not yet returned to inform her or is choosing to not share that information.
That's true.
As such, I would think it would be best to not bring attention to that event.
I could also just pretend to be Greg and talk to her and tell her that I met with the new people and try to get some candid information out of her.
Oh, sure, but we know so little of Greg himself. Should she ask anything about him?
She knows.
I know enough he's a little bit of a bitch.
Yes, that's a personality trait and not necessarily factual enough to pass as the man.
It's fair.
Orvigo, we're new in town. It would probably mean a lot to me. I can't speak for my fellow friends. To be a part of society, maybe join a guild. What kind of requirements do you look for when people want to join the
How long can
divers?
you hold your breath?
It's a great question. I've never checked.
Man,
Brah!
4 minutes.
Brah!
That's very good.
what is it, your con?
Is there a
Number rounds equal
a
to
number
your
I
con
have to
mod
meet
+1.
in order to become a guild member?
Long enough to not drown.
It's not bad.
I can swim. I can swim.
Brah!
You're made from fire.
I don't enjoy swimming. I can. I don't like it.
Why would you want to join a divers guild?
Just
I think it was just a general inquiry of the procedure in which to join guilds in the city. As Minerva mentioned, we are new in town.
Yeah, well, there's a pretty simple test. Have to dive down to the bottom of Lake Nenaxi. Not Lake Nenaxi, Lake Yale.
Brah!
What exactly do the divers do?
Oh, we dive for stuff. Ships sink pretty often, as you could imagine.
I'm gonna point at Flint's hands. Brah!
Yes, we do hunt for treasure sometimes. A lot of times we're hired to go retrieve goods that have sank on the docks from accidents that have occurred.
Brah! Brah!
You're very strong, yes.
Brah!
You would make a good dock worker.
Brah! I'm gonna hold my hand out.
And she holds up her little gnome hand.
Her hand is like this big compared to you.
just holds one finger. Just,
Brah!
what kind of temperature is it in Nenaxi? Would you say it's like spring, winter, summer?
There's a definite warmth from the sun, where it would it's probably like anywhere from like 90 to 95 degrees.
Oh jeez, I'm in a
So
sweater.
hot.
It is hot, yes,
I'm wearing a sweater.
but it's also on a lake, so it's very breezy,
Okay.
and there's also a
So
fair
it's
amount.
hot and humid.
And there's a fair amount of water coming off from the waterfall.
Stickiest
I will
fire.
never leave. I love this place.
Oh my god.
My hair is.
Yeah, you're just drenched and all frizzy.
Well, maybe 90, 95 is a bit high.
That's very
Whoa,
high.
man.
It makes me
Not the
wildly
heat wave.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, right? You're in a big fucking cloak. You've got like 10 layers.
I'm very sweaty.
Yeah, Crop's just like sighing all the
Clammy
time.
all the time.
need a glass of water.
Oh my
He's
god.
only pale because he's dehydrated.
Yeah, dude, the coffee's really not great when you're this fucking
Give me
sweaty.
hot coffee covered in fern.
It would be
It's even cold, sir.
it would probably be
Maybe
like,
mid-70s.
I was gonna say 60s.
I slept by the
Okay.
fireplace.
Need to light a fire after this clammy day.
Sir, you're not like
Cool
fire, you're
off
just
by
having a fever.
fireplace.
Like, should I find like a clothing store and get like a
Get a crop top or something.
Yeah,
Some
it's
shorts.
it's like
Just
60
Chest
degrees.
is suddenly like Daisy Dukes.
Her shirt's like tucked in. And then, like,
I'm the library.
I got like
the library.
Really changed the mood.
I got like the tide.
Yeah, just on the
I'm gonna
side.
switch out for a crumb top.
I like to think you're just like Velma. Like short skirt, like crop top
Yep.
sweater. Like,
So you know how you asked last time if one of my rings had a red gem?
Mm-hmm.
The one that I did buy for my costume does have a red gem.
Very good.
So confirmed, I have a ring with a red gem.
Did that thought just occur to you right now? You had to act on it.
Yes.
give me the gem.
Yeah, I'll shake her tiny hand though with my index finger and thumb and just
We discovered it's 90 degrees, Don.
It's not 90, it's 60. I dropped it a lot.
60? Okay.
So it's like spring.
It's much better.
I'll take my purse and just kind of shake.
Money? Your payment for delivering the letter. Yes, here. And she holds up gold.
Are we getting that from her or from,
Oh, that's right. Dude was giving it to you. That's right.
we already...
Take it anyway.
Yeah, you already told her because the receipt thing.
Yeah, we
that
literally
was,
got a receipt from her so we could get payment.
yeah, that was just me forgetting. Do you have to pay to swim? Is that what you're asking?
Like one swimming
I think he
token.
wants to know if you get paid to swim.
Oh, yes, sometimes. If we're, retrieving items that have fallen from ships, things like that, we will get paid.
I'm gonna gesture at all the nautical stuff that's around here. Does any of it look like it's damaged or weathered, as though those would be things that would be retrieved?
That's a good question.
The decor pieces look just like that. They just look like things to kind of add to the
Okay,
the
so they're
ambiance of the room.
definitively decorative and not lost trinkets that have been brought back.
Right. There
Okay,
are
so
shelves.
they look
that-
like polished and shit like
It
that.
looks
Right.
like you're...
There are shelves that
Like
have
a restaurant, like
Or like
they.
a bathroom. Like
Yeah.
someone's
they were
bathroom
crafted
decor.
specifically for decor.
Yes.
Right.
They went
There-
to the Christmas tree shop.
There are shelves that have other like smaller things on them, and
Okay.
those you can tell are older. They look rusted.
Okay. I would like to go look at those things to see what kind of objects they're gathering in terms of what's been lost.
Okay. On the shelf that first catches your eye, you would find a couple different types of gemstones. I'm gonna say a locket, and I'm drawing a blank on the last one. I had it and I lost it. I was gonna say cigarette case, but that's not right.
Thanks for coming to my store. How can I help you?
And then a piece of jewelry.
Okay. So, for the locket, pick it up.
Oh, yes, that's a very nice piece.
Open it.
Okay.
Is there anything inside?
Inside is a picture. On one side is a woman, the other is a man. You do not recognize either.
Okay. Human?
Human man, elf woman.
Yeah, I want to keep looking around the shop, see if I see anything of interest. Not to take just anything that might be useful for us attempting to, like, forge. If there's any, like a wax seal type stamp or anything.
Yeah, you would see that on her desk. She would have, like, a wax stamp.
Okay.
You also see there's, like, coils of rope lying around your barrels.
Okay.
Or gave up.
After
Oh,
oh, the divers, how do they get back up to Nenaxi?
Oh, that's what the rope is for.
There's a rope hanging.
There's there's coiled rope in the shop.
Oh,
Yes, once they dive, we tie it off up here and we drop it down.
you hoist them back up?
Yes, and then we hoist them back up. Mm-hmm.
She jacked?
She is not.
Does she have like a crank?
Oh yes, we have cranks that we attach the ropes to, and that's what we use to
Alright,
pull them up.
that makes a bit more sense.
Or Gava, have you been here long?
It's a great question. Hang on.
Is she now facing the other direction?
She would still be standing right to the side of her desk,
Okay.
facing toward the door.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to mage hand and just knock the stamp over lightly so that way I can get a look at the bottom of it to see if it is, in fact, the one I'm looking for.
Okay.
Is your mage hand invisible?
No.
Yeah, you would knock it over. Did I not list how long she was in Nenaxi? I should have. You would see the wax seal is as well of a wave.
Okay, so not the N then.
Right.
Okay.
She says, yes, I've been in Nenaxi, 6 years.
And in the 6 years you've managed to start a guild. That's very impressive.
Oh, yeah, well, part of the reason that I came to Nenaxi was I had lived in 5 off beforehand. and built a name for myself as a diver there, and
What was the name?
Five Off. Fyvof.
Is that in, is that a name of a town that we've heard before, or is it part of Orvigo?
It is part of Orvigo.
Is it part of the, I'm assuming, the East District?
Not a different town or probably city, I would imagine.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Oh, because it's East and West and Nenaxi. How long have you been in Orvigo?
6 years. Oh, Orvigo. I'm sorry, my whole life.
Your whole life. Your parents are from Orvigo?
Yes, they were also born in Orvigo.
And their parents?
We try not to talk about my grandparents much.
Bruh?
That's a rather shameful part of our history we'd rather forget.
I just kind of like lean and put my my hand on my arm and just
Everybody has a past. We're among. I know we don't know each other that well yet, but nothing to be embarrassed of. Everybody has something in their family history that's been done.
Yes, I assume those who were born in Orvigo, at some point someone must have done something wrong, but I'd rather focus on what I can do and the way I can live my life. So I try not to focus on that much.
I'm gonna start like shifting around and be like, I tried coffee for the first time today. Do you have a bathroom I could use by any chance?
Yes, it's right there, and she points at a door nearby.
Is it like down a hallway?
No, this is one room, or one big room.
Oh, it's just one big room? Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to the bathroom then.
Okay.
Little Crom's room.
A little Crom's room.
Oh, Crown's room.
What's the inside of this bathroom look like?
Also nautical themed, big shock.
Is there a glass full of seashells on the back of the
Yeah,
toilet?
exactly. Yeah.
Says life's a beach.
It's actually soap.
Sure, nice to see you.
It's covered in dust.
Nautical themed
soap.
bathroom.
Are there any windows in this bathroom?
Yeah, there'd be one.
Gonna open the window and see where it looks out onto.
It looks out toward the southeast guard tower.
Does it look as if there is like a lot out just outside of the window that would be a part of the Divers Guild?
It pretty right out on the other side of the window. It pretty much opens to a street.
Okay.
Orgeva, I assume you are, you like to know what's what's up in the city, as a guild leader.
Yeah, what's up, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, yeah, I try to keep up.
Well, we also try to, find out what people we can trust, and I'd be willing to tell you about myself if you'd do me the honor of doing the same, and perhaps divulging some information.
Okay. What would you like to know?
Well, why is everything with your grandparents so secretive? Why is it shameful for you? Is it a shameful act or just embarrassing for you specifically?
It was a shameful act, and one that they were widely disgraced for.
Weren't we all?
Yes, what was it, if you don't mind? There's no judgment here. We've all done things, or
Well, they had a fight with their neighbors, and they burnt their neighbor's house down with
I
them
just-
inside.
Laugh.
Oh, with them inside.
With them inside, them and all of their children.
we've got something in common already. Then
I'm just kind of laughing to myself in the corner.
I'm sorry, have you burnt down homes?
not me. Sorry, as a group.
Oh, as a group, you've burnt down homes.
No. I'm sorry for the confusion.
It was a shock.
A friend of mine, back on the surface, burnt a neighbor's house down some stupid disagreement about, pricing between some goods they were selling.
Well,
It's a crazy world.
yeah, it sure was. I've never been to Fabroxy, but I've met some of the people that come from there, and they're not very nice.
No, not at all.
Is Fabroxy the area we were from?
Yes.
Terrible people.
Fabroxy's the continent.
Just kind of mutter to myself and go, it's not that bad. So I've heard.
You've not been to Fabroxy.
I just walk out.
You just leave?
Just walk out.
Okay.
So the area in which the diving board exists, is there a door that leads to that area?
It is open, so it looks as if like a garage door or like a marina door. Where you can walk out pretty much onto the water.
Yeah.
It walks out It opens up a couple feet before the boards.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out towards the planks
Okay.
and just look down at the water.
Okay.
The building itself, is it like a townhouse where it's butted up against another building, or is it kind of its own area with like a yard around it?
It is its own building. There's not so much of a yard. I mean, if there is, it's maybe a feet.
I'll see.
It's a feat.
About a foot. Aside from where it walks out to, or where it opens out to the planks, that's where it's a little bit wider. They have about 5 feet between the edge of the building and the planks.
Would I be able to kind of like scale in between the buildings and check the back?
Yeah, you could walk through an alley.
Okay. I want to kind of like walk on the side of the building, just kind of inspecting everything, making sure nothing seems like out of place, or there's like any like hidden doors anywhere, or...
Yeah, it looks to be just a regular building.
Okay.
You see outside they've got more coils of rope, broken barrels, like a broken chair or two.
Nothing that's kind of standing out.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Are there any unlit candles or lanterns in this room?
Yeah, there would be.
Okay, I'm gonna cast dancing lights and just send 3 balls of light onto 3 around the room.
Oh, thank you. It is
You're welcome.
daylight, but they are pretty. I appreciate it.
I'll make them like a purple hue. I'll do a light blue.
Okay. Like the
ocean
algae.
waves. Well, I was thinking more water to go with your nautical theme, but yes, sure, like
more
the algae. Is the algae something to be concerned of?
No, yes, don't touch it.
Well, yes, we've heard that, but why? How did it get there? Is it used for anything?
It just grows there. We don't really use it for anything.
So they don't just like scrape it off or something. It's just that sucks.
Yep.
Oh,
Everyone
okay.
knows not to touch it, and if they don't know, they learn.
Okay. Sure. Wonder if there's something in the water that makes that grow. Is that a problem for the divers?
Yeah, usually. It only grows on surfaces slightly above water, near water.
Like people,
Well,
like divers.
if you stay still long enough, I suppose it could grow on you.
All right. Well, we'll have to make sure if we go in the water that we keep moving.
Don't stay above the water for 10 to 15 plus years.
If you're within the water, you'll be fine.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep looking around.
Yeah, looks to be just a shop.
Yeah, as I'm standing on the gangplank out here looking down at the water, how high up can I discern that I am?
I believe I had said it was a pretty significant distance before.
Okay.
I'll have to go back and double check, but I'm pretty sure I said before 40 to 50 feet.
Okay.
So it's a pretty high distance.
Sure. Are there any ropes that look like they descend down as though people climb down into the water, or do they leap in?
You would see the crank mechanism along with rope leading down.
Okay.
Right now it's up on the gangplanks, but
And the rope is coiled around this area.
Right.
I'm gonna pick up one end of the rope and look back at her. Rah!
oh yes, that's how we get down.
Rah!
Yes, you wrap it around your trunk. And then
Like a tree.
your trunk.
Like an elephant.
Your Your chest reaches.
Okay.
Torso?
I don't
Yes,
know,
torso.
I don't know that I've ever heard anyone refer to it as a trunk. I've heard of like a chest as a trunk, not a human chest. I don't keep
Start-
objects in my trunk.
Wrapping it around my body.
Don't chunk.
And then you clip it, and we slowly lower you down to the surface where you unclip it, and you're free to explore.
There's no junk in my trunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie myself up.
Okay? Oh,
Brah,
would you like to go explore?
brah.
I don't know if you should.
I can act as a spotter if you'd like.
Well, I understand, but you should be aware of the hazards that lurk in Lake Geel before you descend.
Is there a class you take before you...
Yes, I like to give everyone a small briefing. Especially recently, I've lost 3 divers in the past week.
Bruh.
From what?
Bruh. I'm getting very good at this.
I'm honestly not sure. The only glimpse I caught of anything out of the ordinary, aside from, the rainbow serpent,
Bruh.
Oh, the rainbow serpent.
Bruh.
That's our lake monster.
Bruh?
Me? I'm not the lake monster, no.
Have you seen it?
How
she
much gold
lying?
did she give us? Was it about tree fitting?
God damn it, Loch Ness monster!
It's about that time
She just
we realized.
runs. She runs through the wall. We've solved the mystery already.
Bruh. Bruh.
I've not seen it, no. But I have heard that on a full moon, in a particularly misty night, you can see the rainbow serpent flying just above the surface of the water.
Bruh.
Around the Nenaxi, yes.
Bruh.
Is it like in Breath of the Wild? The,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds fucking cool.
Yes, it's quite cool.
I'd love to see that.
Was it ever killed?
There are stories, but nothing that's ever been confirmed.
I'm gonna loudly chomp my teeth.
You cannot eat it.
No, bruh. Bruh.
Will it eat me?
Bruh.
If it found me, I suppose.
Hysterical. It's working. Give him the stamp of
But, yes, about a week ago, I was out on an expedition with 3 of my other crewmates.
Bruh.
Yes, diving, yes. We
Is
were...
that you want to know where all my gold is? Why didn't you say so? Get over here.
What? Come on, buddy.
Simply fell in the well. Again?
While we were diving down to our target, we kept contact with one another, made sure to see each other, looking over at one another. I guess we got distracted for a moment, and I looked back over, and one of my crew members was missing entirely. So we figured he probably just outswam us and got to the bottom faster, so we continued. And by the time I reached the bottom, I was down to me and just one other crew member. So we spent some time searching underwater for our 2 friends. And unfortunately, we weren't able to come up with anything, and our water breathing spell was coming to a close, so we had to surface. So we surfaced in stages, as you do. And when I reached the surface, I was alone. The only thing I saw was maybe a crocodile or a beaver.
Those are very different things.
Bruh.
One
Maybe a
is a very-
dragon?
Bruh.
Or a toy box? I don't remember.
Yes,
Bruh, but bruh.
It was either
very
a tiny
odd.
alligator or a fucking big beaver.
it was very odd. Yes, I thought I thought at first it was an alligator, and then as it swam away, it appeared to be a beaver.
I swear for God, DJ.
A beaver gator?
If it's Dingo Dial, I'm gonna kill you. From Crash Bandicoot.
Dingo Dial?
Just gotta look it up. Ah, shit, I'm an asshole.
Oh, guys, I'm the worst.
Hashtag I'm the worst in the chat.
No,
Okay, good.
Not anymore.
definitely not.
It was like an alligator or a horse.
May have been a squirrel. May have been an anaconda. Not
Might have
entirely
been an
sure.
ambulance.
Could have been an ambulance.
We
said,
could have been anything.
Spell of water breathing?
Brah.
Oh, yes, that's what we used to stay underwater.
Brah.
Yes.
Do you... Is that
Brah.
Do I cast it?
Brah.
Yes, I do.
Brah.
Bruh. Bruh. He said what he meant.
I would be willing to teach you if you'd like.
Uh-huh.
But
Brah. I'm
Yes.
gonna point at Chessa.
But of course, first you must help me.
Brah.
I'm missing 3 crew members. I haven't been able to do a proper dive in quite some time.
I don't think we can find them.
Brah.
Oh,
Are you asking us to dive with you?
yes, and to see if maybe we can find any clues to where they may have gone.
Brah. Brah.
Okay, would anyone like to stay here? Would everyone like to come along?
I'm still outside, so.
Is
We'll
that your
find your
aren't you out
treasure.
back? They're standing out back.
I just want to poke outside the building and go, I'll stay here.
Oh, okay, yes, if you wouldn't mind just keeping watch on my shop. Usually I would have a crew member.
Keep it on.
I do an amazing job running a shop. Don't you worry.
I appreciate that. For everyone who would like to come along, please huddle together so I can get us all in the spell.
I take off all my rings, put them in my bag.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my cloak off.
Alright, and she...
Take my
I
vest
guess
off.
I'll... My sweater.
I wasn't planning on going fucking swimming today.
I'm gonna pull out my great axe. Brah.
You may need that. I would hang on to it.
Brah.
Good.
Do you
Well,
have anything that can prevent books from getting wet? By any chance?
The Ziploc bag.
One of those would be great.
Only 10 easy payments.
The bag of ziplocking.
yes, I do have this bag here. It has been treated with beeswax. It is water repellent. I'm not sure how well that will do submerged, however.
I will leave my journal.
Okay, if
Here.
you'd like, you can leave it with your friend.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna hand it to Burning Hands, lady?
Glenn, are you staying?
I'm going to stay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand Crom my bag. Crom, if you wouldn't mind.
Pull all my layers
I
aside.
reach in real quick and I take the bone out and I
Right.
put it in my pocket
Yeah.
to make sure that I have it with
I'm
me.
gonna tuck your bag up underneath all my
Okay.
clothes so it's not visible.
I will say,
Yeah.
as the DM, this is going to be a longer excursion.
Perhaps we should go with them?
Yeah.
I don't know if they can handle this by themselves. I'd feel better knowing that they had some extra protection.
But didn't she say she needs somebody to watch the shop?
This isn't my shop. It's not my problem. Maybe she should hire more staff members.
The poor woman's severely understaffed.
There's plenty of people in Orvigo. That's her problem. You know what? I'll come with you, lady.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's fine. I'd appreciate the company. Last time I dove with limited numbers, none of them came back. So,
I have somebody that might be able to watch the shop if you'll give me a moment.
oh, well, the Southeastern Guard Tower's right there. I doubt anyone would be foolish enough to rob me in clear view of the guard tower.
Well, I don't really want to leave any of my stuff here.
Lock the door?
Brah.
Yes, I could do that.
How do we work the winch if nobody's at the top?
Oh no!
Who's going to...
Or is there like a mechanism at the bottom, I'm assuming?
Nope.
Bruh.
Nope, there's not.
Brah.
Because it would just be like two
Bruh.
pulleys and you ride it
Bruh.
up and
I'll be-
down.
I'll be
Everybody
right-
climb on our backs.
I'll be right back. I've got this
I can
covered.
Andre the Giant us back up. This is Princess
It's
Bride.
true.
Fine.
I'm gonna go run back to the Rusty Keel and go up the stairs to find Kesgrim's room.
Kesgrim is dying.
He's fine. He can sit in a
Fine.
fucking chair and watch a store.
It's just a weekend at Bernie's. You just got sunglasses.
Ties his
I just-
shoelaces together.
So I know that you've already talked to him. So how tall are you?
8 foot.
All right, I'm gonna be a 6'5" version of you.
And I'm gonna just knock on the door and walk in.
Hello. Or, damn it. Hello.
Wait, don't come in yet.
Got stuck in that voice.
Brrr!
Hi.
That's not easy, is it?
Fine. How are you?
Brrr!
Good.
There you
Brrr!
Where are we
I
going?
grab his armor and start handing him the pieces.
What? Why? Where am I going?
Brrr!
I guess I can follow you then.
Brrr!
Do a very convincing Olaf.
go. Right?
Okay. Lead the way, old friend.
Brrr!
All right, and you lead him back to.
And I run outside and I dip around the corner.
And you see him fearfully, like shooting glances at the alley as you walk past it.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the disguise and then walk out of the alley.
Oh, hey, Kesgrim.
Hello.
Just this way.
Okay.
Just sent Olaf inside to get you. He's fucked off somewhere.
Oh. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, alright, come on.
All right. And you lead him along. Still, he's shooting glances at the alley, like fearfully. And you lead him back to the Nenaxi divers.
Yeah.
We walk in. Here you go.
Oh.
I would still lock the door, but he can keep his eyes on our things.
And he can operate the winch.
That might be a problem. His ribs might be broken. Is it a magic winch? If he has to crank like this, I don't think that's gonna go.
Coughing blood.
I want to help, but every second is agony.
Blood or sand.
Yeah, right?
She goes, Kesgrim, I will pay you handsomely to pull us up. And Kesgrim goes, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can do that.
We.
She goes, okay, great. Now if everyone will gather together again. And she casts, you see her remove a small piece of straw from her bag and begin twirling it in the air as she mutters to herself and casts the spell of water breathing.
Mm-hmm.
You can all now breathe water. Or breathe underwater.
Breathe underwater, not breathe.
That's what I meant.
Damn effect.
I could do that before, just with ill effect.
It just hurt a lot.
Just drink.
I'm breathing. I'm an ale breather.
I can breathe underwater.
Oh my god. Kill him. Kill him.
I'm going
I
to
gotta go.
hand my sweater and my journal to Kesgrim.
I can watch these.
We're just gonna put
Do
him in
not
like
let
a...
anything happen to these.
Oh, I won't. I promise. I'm a good fighter.
I've lost so many books.
I'll make sure nothing happens. I'll fight off whoever tries to take them. I'll defend them with my life.
I believe that you will. He's going to be dead when we return.
Just, I'll take them. I'll just set them down. And take them. Just
I think they're better alone.
I'll keep an eye on them, I promise.
I'm gonna take off my cloaks and just hand him an absurd amount of cloaks
I'm
that
wearing
are
a
just
skirt.
very heavy because your bag is in them.
I'm wearing,
yes.
And I'm going to leave one of them on.
I'm wearing a skirt. Can you swim in a skirt? Am I gonna drown?
Offer you a pair of pants in these trying times.
Do you have a random pair of pants?
He's a walking wardrobe.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I'll take
caravan.
the pair of pants. Thank you.
Need a belt?
I guess I'll
Shoes
leave
and
my
socks.
shield and crossbow.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stuff my cloak outside somewhere that I think looks safe.
Mm-hmm.
On the roof.
Yeah,
You
throw
climb
him
up
into
to
a
the
tree.
rafters and tuck it in the corner.
All right, and you all begin clipping yourselves to this mechanism one by one and getting lowered down into the water. And soon you're all, including Orvigo, right? Yeah, that's her name. Nice and grouped up at the bottom, floating in Lake Geel.
Here I am, once again in water.
Is it cold?
It's pretty cold.
Is it like refreshing or like uncomfortably cold?
It's like
is
60
it
degrees out,
Yeah.
so
It's
pretty? So it's like
cold.
refreshingly cold.
so it's like the first step you take into the ocean where it's the fucking worst thing.
Yes.
Okay, great.
This sucks.
Just gonna splash aggressively.
Right. Well, if you'll all follow me, I can try to guide you to where we were before. I'm not sure what we'll be able to find, given, the water here, but perhaps if we see that creature again, I can catch it.
Yeah, she say that like with a crazed voice.
I can
Oh god. So this is some Moby Dick level insanity.
Alright, Captain.
Call me Orvigo.
Yeah, can I like
insight
Can I do an
check.
Ahab check?
Yeah, can I get an Ahab? Yeah, can I roll an Ahab check?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Ahab.
That's a 12 on the Ahab check.
12.
Call me Ishmael's in the chat, please.
Do you have a?
Covered in harpoons.
Does she have a net?
She
She's
does
got
not have a
harpoon on
net.
her back.
She like was one eye just twitching.
Yeah, one eye kind of closes. You can tell that she's, rather than it being from like a trophy hunting standpoint, she's trying to gain revenge or try to avenge her 3 coworkers that were killed.
Sure.
So
Or disappeared.
All right.
Yeah.
Must kill the beast.
So I'm gonna real quick slam my face into the water and then open my eyes to see how visible things are beneath the water.
It is oddly clear,
Okay.
uncomfortably clear. You're able to see a fair distance.
Cool. I'm gonna pull my head back up out of the water and just blink at everyone. Rah!
I'm gonna slink myself underwater. If I talk, does it just sound like me talking underwater?
Just bubbles.
I'm just absolutely disgusted in the water. Just, I can't wait to be out of this. Just please make this quick.
I'm gonna go ahead and dip myself further into the water and grab my mace, and I'm gonna cast Shillelagh. Does it work? Like
Do verbal components.
verbal
work
components
underwater?
for my spells work underwater.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
cool.
still able to speak the words, yeah.
Yeah.
They just.
Rah!
Before we go under, do you have any lingo we should know? Because we probably won't be able to speak to each other.
Oh, yes. This means stop. This means go. I'll point toward the thing that you go toward. And if you ever see me do this, it means run. Yes, like that.
Does that happen a lot?
Not usually, but it's important to have that, the signal down.
Sure.
Everybody try it.
Might I suggest an alternative for the pointing one, that maybe you kind of wave in a direction? I don't know that we're going to see your very small hands from a distance away.
You're right, yes.
Rah!
Oh, point like this.
Rah!
Yes, like
Good
a full
idea.
arm.
Full hand?
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good idea. I'll take that.
All right.
That's why she's lost so many people.
Yeah, right?
Her danger signal is just Kermit the Frog.
Oh, it's here!
We're drowning. There's a monster in the lake.
All right. And she goes, okay, well, if you'll all follow me.
Rah!
And begins diving down.
Oh boy.
And as you dive down, it's you're in the middle of the lake, so the area, directly underneath Nenaxi looks pretty, it's very clear. The water from the waterfall seems to not obscure your vision. It's far enough away that it's clear enough for you to see. Mm-hmm. You swim downward for a fair amount of time before you come to what looks like a particularly high portion of the ground underneath the surface of the lake, where you can see it rising from the below where you are. She just kind of points at the mountain, full hand, just gestures you guys to swim down. You swim down and follow this elevated landmass underneath the water. And all the kelp and seaweed and things like that are they vary in colors from yellow up to purple. You see there's many different colors kind of spread out. There's coral growing from some of the cave or from some of the rocky outcroppings from this landmass.
I want to grab a couple of, if we go past some seaweed or as we're going, just kind of collect bits and bobs.
Okay.
I'm going to swim with one of my hand axes out.
Good idea. Yeah, and she, that's better. She leads you around. As you swim further down this landmass, you see where it begins to kind of plateau out. You can see it spreads out in a fair amount of directions, but you can see where it also drops off at the edges, as if this is just one elevated piece of land. And as you're swimming around, checking, looking for things, anything that might clue you in as to where these people went, you see... Sorry, I gotta look up a picture of it so I can describe it accurately.
As we're swimming down,
Mm-hmm.
I want to tap on Chessa's shoulder. Bruh. 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 Bruh.
I don't even know what you're saying out of it.
He's saying, fill your cheeks with water, it'll go to your brain, and then we can make bubbles.
This water is giving me brain freeze.
Bruh.
I am clearly breathing.
Ah.
Yes.
Bruh. Ah. I'm gonna point at the lady who cast the spell.
I watched her do it.
Bruh.
I think he's asking if you know how to breathe.
I mean, I
underwater.
can't answer you. We're underwater. I'm just gonna make bubbling sounds.
Bruh. Bruh.
Oh, I can't cast message. That's not one of my. If that's what you're trying to. I got nothing.
Bruh.
It's.
Bruh.
She's going to teach me. That's what she said. How to
I'll
do
point
this.
at my hand and make a fist. Bruh.
Stop.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
Punch her in the head and then throw up.
I'm sorry. Am I the?
I don't know what to say. I got punch her in the head and throw up. I don't know.
I thought I had it in the
3
beginning, but
words.
now I think I
Sounds like.
Bruh. 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 Ah.
He's gonna punch her in the head, steal her knowledge, and then she's gonna drown.
It's genius. I love it.
Do you have message? Or is that-
No. My guess out of game is that he's gonna break her concentration. She
I'm
can't breathe.
asking, do you know if it requires concentration? If she gets fucked, are we
Yeah.
No,
fucked?
it doesn't.
Okay.
Do you,
Yes,
Punch her
thank
in
you,
the
Luna.
mouth.
If she dies, none of us can breathe and we're fucked.
I don't think it requires concentration. I'm
All
pretty
right,
sure it's.
I hope not, because
I
if
don't
it
think so
does
either.
and she dies, we're
I
fucked.
think it has a.
out of game, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I had it on Fizzlewick.
Okay.
It lasts like 24 hours or
Okay.
12 hours or something.
All right.
Jeez, John.
We need a bro movie.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Punch her in the head until she throws up, obviously.
Do a brain freeze. Stop.
If I punch her in the head,
Are we going to?
Her
are
head
we going
explodes
to?
and we throw up.
So very, very far away from you, not even remotely close. You see a turtle,
Turtle.
a very large turtle.
Is it a turtle? Is it an alligator?
It's a turtle.
It's an ostrich.
It's just
Does he,
screaming.
does he look really old? Is he? Can we see if he's yelling?
He's just underwater.
You
Is there
see
a storm going on
his
outside?
shell is made from different, like it's a very spiky shell.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's cone shapes that lead up to a point. It's a very spiky shell. From the distance that you are away, it's still, you can tell it's a very big turtle.
Okay.
You can't tell exactly how big,
Yeah.
but it's pretty far away and it looks big.
Mm-hmm.
You see it's got, as it's swimming along and it opens its mouth, it's got very sharp pointed teeth, huge mouth, and 2 tendrils that kind of like branch off from the nose area and float in the water behind it.
Like
as
a
it swims
mustache?
along.
Like a pencil.
I want to tap.
It's Melvin! No! Melvin the turtle.
DJ.
It's just that on the turtle.
Is this a dragon turtle?
I want to
Have you
tap.
put a dragon turtle in this
I mean, I'm
lake?
gonna swim towards it.
No, you're not.
I want to tap
I'm going to
Urigar
reach out and grab
on
you if
the
you're trying to
shoulder and just like point at the turtle.
And she's gonna go,
Stop, stop, stop. Okay.
Bruh?
and she just kind of watches and like points at the dragon turtle, and you all watch as it swims around for a while and then just kind of moseys away, swims away off into the lake somewhere.
I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder. Bruh?
Bruh. Bruh.
And she waves at the turtle.
The turtle.
Way
See.
back.
Just swims away. Well, I do this as if a turtle swims like that.
It just
but-
slithers.
You kidding me? It's. I'm gonna tap
Cheers.
her on the shoulder and point to the turtle.
This is good for the podcast.
great.
It's so good.
Sorry.
It's really good for everybody listening.
So I'm gonna motion
no.
it and say, like, if we hit it, if we stab it, will we?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Run away.
My morning star. I want to just hold it and just kind of like swing it in the water.
How hard can you swim?
Yeah, how hard does my morning star swing in the water?
It's like punching in a dream.
Is it like what I would imagine swinging a morning star in water would feel like? Is it just like slow-mo?
You would think that it would have increased resistance, like compared to your hand when you swing your hand down in air versus water. But it's also iron and more dense than your body, so you're able to swing it not exactly the same as if you were not underwater, but
It's got some force, but not as much as if
it's
we were on
not
land.
not that much different.
Okay.
I see you doing that. I pull out my dagger and just
To me?
no in the water.
Straight in the back. Get back!
She's endangering us all.
Just figuring out what you're doing and also practicing.
To me?
Yeah, I
Get that
stab.
shit out of here!
I stab
her
you
to the
and
party.
take the
Fucking
morning star.
hate
I-
hammers.
I, Sarah, know what a dragon turtle is.
Yeah.
Would I have ever heard of?
Make a history check.
22.
22. Wow. You would be aware that dragon turtles do exist. They are a real thing. And that you've also heard of them being used as underwater mountains.
Wait. I just looked below me. We on top of a...
Oh,
No, not underwater mountains.
underwater mounts.
Oh, I heard mountains, and I'm like,
Like
wait
you-
a
like
second,
you
are we on
ride
a
it.
turtle right now?
Like
I told you it was a horse.
It was a horse
Could've been a
ostrich,
beaver.
we know.
Could have been a horse.
Seahorses.
Does it appear to be big enough to fit down the river or does it clearly reside in this lake?
Yeah, it's a little bit large to go down the parts of the river that you've seen. The river is really wide, through most of it. It's, 20 miles wide-ish. But it does look a little big to be out swimming in rivers. So,
I want to go towards it, but I will not.
she gestures downward and begins swimming down again, looking through like kelp and stuff, looking for objects, whatever she can find. And as you're following this elevated land, as you're following it down, you see once again it's kind of leveled out and it's starting to go downward at a slope. It's not just a steep decline anymore. As you're following the slope along behind Orvigo, you see ahead of you in the water is a shipwreck. So you can see like the masts of the ship kind of broken like this. The bow of the ship here, the hull,
Stern?
Hull, stern, deck.
the back part of the ship.
The stern?
Aft.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for.
The ass, yes.
Yes.
You see it broken over a very large rock in the center of this clearing area.
As we're swimming, I'm gonna cut some long strands of kelp and put them in my pockets.
Okay. And she gestures towards the shipwreck. And she
Yeah, I'm fucking swimming right the fuck over there.
points at it and goes, well, I didn't.
Yep.
I missed this one, but she's gonna do this, which means careful. I forgot to do one for careful. She's gonna gesture you all over, and you swim in and look, and you can see there's a considerable amount of like treasure, coin, or not treasure, but chests, coins, barrels, crates, your standard ship stuff.
Does it look relatively new? to be at the bottom?
Everything has like sea moss. Do you know what I mean? That,
Like it's
barnacles
been
and,
down
like-
there for a substantial
Right.
enough amount of time. It's not things are rotted, but they're starting to catch growth.
Is this a freshwater or saltwater lake?
Ooh, that's a good question.
How's it
should be,
taste?
should be freshwater
Yeah,
theoretically.
it's fresh.
Fresh to death.
I'm gonna look and see if I see a name on the ship anywhere.
Yes. Half the name will be on the front part of the ship. The other half will be on the back. It says the Gilded Lady. She swims into the opening of the ship, sees everything spread out. She looks at you all and just, basically gesturing, would you like to go in and look? She gestures, follow me. You all swim in. Like I said, there's currency just kind of loose, spread out. You can see like silver and gold just kind of spread out. Couple chests, crates, and barrels and such. At the front side of the ship, which I'll say is where you all explored first, where it all kind of settled down toward the bottom, which, you know, it's sitting like this, so the bottom would be down here. You see a collection of crates and barrels and such. And as you're swimming down to get closer to it, you see the head of a snake beginning to just rise and form out of the shipwreck.
Is she far enough away from us that if I were to like scoop up some of the currency to put in my pocket, she wouldn't notice?
I mean, she's pretty much right with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, that's
That's why we're down here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true. Then yeah, pocket that shit.
Yeah, I'm taking some.
okay. Yeah,
Like if she
yeah,
asks for
absolutely.
it later or whatever, but I'm not gonna not take it.
I'll say total you find, say 5 gold and 20 silver. Everything else is either too rusted or too damaged to be,
Usable.
yeah, useful currency.
How much did we get each?
I said what, 20 silver, 5 gold total. So
That was total.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll
So
just-
however
I'll just
you
write
want
that
to,
down.
All right.
yeah, however you want to dole that out.
So this snake that is swimming, what does it look like and what is the size?
Does that look like the one we ate? Is this dinner or is this a threat?
Snake.
It's sitting on a pile of macadamia nuts.
Yeah.
This looks delicious.
It's floating on a plate.
It is pretty big.
It's go great with gopher legs.
It's got a broad head that with like a stingray shape on the top of its head, spikes leading out toward the side. It's got fangs on its face,
On its
What?
face.
or in its mouth rather,
What?
not on its face.
And
Fangs in its face hole.
the fuck is this?
it's just a centipede.
I'm gonna
Disguised as a snake.
tap her on the shoulder again and point and do the same thing again. Like if we hit stab, we dead.
She looks at it and goes,
We kill.
"If you want." She kind of gestures like if you'd like.
Yeah, I see her give the okay. I'm hurling my throwing axe very slowly through the water at it.
All right, let's roll for initiative on this snake.
Bait that night. Oh, never mind.
Oh, yes.
Glenn, what you got?
Boy. 22. Natural 20.
Chell,
6.
Mike.
15.
All right, John,
11.
Sarah,
14.
and Dom.
21.
Cool. All right, so Crom, you're gonna lead us off.
How far away is this from us in just so I can kind of get an idea of like
20,
space-wise?
25 feet.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna tap Minerva on the shoulder and go and point at it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna firebolt that mother jammer.
In the water?
Theoretically, it's magic fire. It should still work. There's only one way to find out for sure.
Yeah. It makes a dex save, right? For a fireball.
For firebolt, I have to.
Firebolt. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I have to roll to hit. Yeah.
How cool would that be if it just like superheats the water and it's just a big
That's what I'm
fucking
thinking.
I wanna
Like
cook
maybe
it.
I'll just
Like-
cook. Yeah, like
yeah,
turn
like
him
a
into a
big ball
boil.
of steam around it as it just
Cook all of
flies.
us.
I'll just cook him. I'm like there's the peacock shrimp that.
Really?
12 to hit.
12 will hit.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want me to just roll regular damage on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It's gonna be 4 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah. Said 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So your firebolt fires out through the water straight ahead of you. You watch as it approaches the snake, and you can see, similar to when you see heat in air, and it's got that like miragey, wavy look. You can see that kind of pervade through the water as it flies through. And as it hits the snake, you see it hit and stop. And the snake kind of recoils for a moment.
I kind of like slap Crom on the arm, just give him like a thumbs up. Like, nice.
Nice.
Fire.
Sick.
And then we're going to go to Flint.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at it. I'm gonna grab my axe with as my free action, which went nowhere, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it. I'm gonna just cut my hands together and release a big blast of purple energy as my lamp glows slightly.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna-
go ahead and hit him.
That's a 17, so that hits.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, solid 1 on the die, so +4 because of my Eldritch invocation thing, so that's 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your Eldritch Blast flies out, and you see as the water in front of it kind of builds into a ripple, like a wake behind it as it flies toward the snake and collides into it, sending chunks of broken chest and barrels into the water around it. And then we're going to go to Chessa.
Mike is above Chessa, I thought. Weren't you at 15, Mike?
13.
13. Oh, my bad.
I thought he said 15 too.
So I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna cast Frostbite.
Ooh, okay.
So you have to make a con save.
Con save, it's not proficient. That's a 14.
That passes.
Does it take half for...
No.
Alright, so it's gonna manage to keep its somehow cold reptile blood warm.
My spell save DC is only 13.
Oh, damn, it was 1 away. Then we're gonna go to Stalk.
Is this thing look bloody yet?
Not yet.
Okay. I guess I will swim on over then. About how far away was it?
I said about 25 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna swim up and try to stab it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit him.
It's a 13 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
And for 13 piercing damage.
13, you said?
Yep.
Damn, okay. Oh, damn it, I did it again.
You right through your.
Yeah. I gotta stop pressing so hard.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I guess I'll use my bonus action to stab with my offhand.
Alright, go ahead and stab him.
Which there's no modifier to hit or damage, or is it just damage?
Just damage.
Okay, cool. So 21 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And for her 1 piercing damage.
So you stab into him the first time and you like twist and you watch his not quite yet, but you see really injured. He's looking pretty hurt. And then we go to Olaf.
I can only swim half my feet, so I can only swim 15.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that. I'll use my tabaxi thing then to make my movement okay there.
I hadn't considered
didn't
that
even realize
either.
it.
So we'll move it closer so that way you can reach it in a turn.
It's fine. Like you said, 20 feet. Swim.
Roll for intimidation. I like.
I mean, yeah, I want to scare the snake, and I'll hold my action. And if it swims in my direction whatsoever, I'll hit it with my axe.
Okay, I like it. Then we go to Minerva.
So if I were to cast flames at it, would they work? With us being underwater?
Yeah, it's magic.
It's magic. Okay. Yeah.
Swims away.
I'm gonna swim
Fucking scare it.
fairly close
Gross
to it,
arms.
and then just produce flame at it.
Okay.
It's 15.
What's your range on that?
Produce flame is on self.
You can throw it, I believe.
Yeah, 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay. Yeah, so you can reach him. What'd you roll to hit?
15.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh my god, go away. What are you?
Is that a
No.
No.
It's gonna be 5 fire damage.
5? Okay. So as your magical flames course through the water and hit into the snake, you watch as the area where it hits begins to bleed and the blood kind of floats up into the water above you. It's weird green blood.
Things can bleed regular blood sometimes.
Not this snake.
Snee snake.
Snee snake.
It's a snake.
It's now going to be the snake's turn.
Snake snake.
Mm-hmm.
Snee snake is going to...
Stalk is the one that's adjacent to it.
Right. Yeah, it's going to bite at Stalk.
Okay.
That is a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Cool. So it lunges forward and tries to chomp its claws down on its mouth jaws.
Mouth claws. Space
God, I
talons.
got there. Clamp its jaws down on you, but you're able to dodge and swim slightly away from it and not get bit. Then we go back to the top with Crom.
I'm gonna whisper to it. This one ate snake for breakfast.
Literally.
So you just stab it. I ate you for breakfast.
I eat snakes like you for breakfast.
Without milk.
Now I don't eat milk.
You don't have milk with your snakes?
Just
Snake
imagine,
milk
like,
sounds so gross.
a guy
I hate it.
chewing tobacco. Y'all eat milk with your snakes or no?
I think I'm just gonna firebolt him again and just
All right, roll ahead.
Just gun motion.
because I blow bubbles. 11.
11 will not hit. So
My
you
thumbs up just went thumbs down.
You shoot your firebolt and it dissipates into the water before making contact. Then we go to Flint.
Yeah, I'm gonna cup my hands together as my lamp shakes a little bit, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast again.
I like it.
Got a blast.
Got a blast.
When you say cup your hands together, do you mean like a...
I love 16.
16 will hit.
That is 7 points of damage.
Nice. Cool. So your Eldritch Blast once again sends a wake behind it of waves, kind of, you see them rolling underwater. Collides into the snake, and you watch it recoil back as the blood begins to pour more heavily from it. And then we go to Chessa.
I'm gonna use, attempt to use Frostbite again.
Okay. Another con save, right?
Yeah.
4?
Nat 1,
Yeah, I like that.
which we count as a crit.
Or, so do I...
You cap it and you still roll.
Nice.
Same
So
thing.
It's same as if you rolled a nat 20.
it's gonna be 8 points of frost cold damage.
Nice.
And next weapon attack has, it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack it makes, which it's not going to do, so that's irrelevant.
Yeah, probably
It
not.
doesn't have like a knife or anything, I assume.
No, but it's
Tails holding
Got the snake's got a knife.
its regular attacks are considered weapon attacks. It says melee weapon attack, so I would still give it disadvantage on those.
Alright,
But
How much did you end up doing?
8.
8.
then we go to Stalk.
All right. Am I still the only one that's like actually in melee range with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm just going to attack again then.
All right, go ahead and stab him.
So that'll be an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
And that'll be for 6 piercing damage. And then I'm going to do my offhand.
There's no need.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you stab into it and kill it. You want to describe how you kill this big giant snake?
Oh, yeah, it'll just be with the dagger. Just give it a nice stab in the... I mean, the whole thing's a neck, right? Like, somewhere near its head.
Well, snakes don't really have a paw, but if I had to guess, say it'd be
It's
the
the
shoulder.
knee.
Stabbed him in the knee.
All right, yeah, so you stab into the snake and you see as it begins to sink to the floor of this shipwreck. Just kind of lays there dead. Spewing blood into the lake around it.
I'm just gonna give a thumbs up to Stalk.
I'm going
Does this one have thumbs?
I drew your thumbs.
I think, yes.
I'm gonna collect the snake.
You're going to collect it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's dinner.
They
It's a
could probably buy that from us.
big snake.
I'll cut it in half.
Wrap it up like a hose.
Drape it over
She's
you.
doing an extension cord.
All right, yeah, I'll let, yeah, you're able to package it in such a way that you can transport it.
I love that everyone knows that's the way to wrap an extension cord too. It's not like that's in the instructions.
I'll take the snake.
Wear it like a belt.
Brah!
Brrr.
Scarf.
So
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's a snake.
Can't believe it's not
Careless
snake.
Whisper
I can't
starts
believe it's
playing.
not
Can't believe it's not snake.
We get Careless Whisper again. It's perfect.
And is there anything else you guys would like to do in the shipwreck?
Yeah, I'd like to take some more of the things that we saw.
There were also
Like,
the
is there-
boxes and the crates that
Yeah.
were described in this room
Yeah, I
with
was
the
gonna say, I
snake,
was
so I
gonna-
mean, jam that shit open.
Yeah, I'm
whole
gonna
box
take
right in
my
my
hand
hand.
axe and start cracking into them, and then I assume Olaf comes over and just.
Yeah, I mean,
As long
I'll
as
just
I'm trying.
smash it open like a
Yeah.
fucking beer keg. And, just, and it's money. I'm just dumping it on myself. Brrr.
Just start
All right,
eating the
so
body.
you start opening crates and such.
Mm-hmm.
So we're flipping back to.
Dad?
I saw the word saleable. SALABLE.
Uh-huh.
Salable?
Sellable?
Is
But-
it salable?
They wrote saleable, but anyway.
Cerebral.
Yeah.
Fit or able to be sold.
Why didn't they just say sellable?
It has to mean the same thing. I mean, pretty even. Cool. You're gonna find. I don't know. We're gonna do statues. You find 8 little relief statues that seem to be made from very fine stone. Like there's marble, jade, miscellaneous.
Relief statues?
A relief statue. It's instead of
Where
being
it's like
all
there's rock
around,
out, like, and it's
It'll-
embedded into it, right?
it's like the one side's gonna be flat, as if it would be
Yeah.
hollow.
Like a
Oh.
fossil, kind of?
Yeah, kind of. It's like
Kind
if you carved like a face into like a bar of soap.
Yeah.
The face would be here,
Not
but the
rushable.
back would just be yeah.
Gotcha.
It's
I
not like
see.
it's not like a full like
Yes.
with like a base. It's
That's
something
cool.
that would be like hanging on a wall or
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
art history.
Mm-hmm.
As well as a I'll have to figure out which one, but a spell scroll. I'll figure out which one in a minute.
Is it damaged?
Is it
we're in-
readable?
We're in water.
Yeah.
It's in a. We'll say it's in a
A
scroll
leather
Like a
case.
tube,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you find so far 2 scroll cases.
So hopefully it'll be readable.
Readable.
You find a potion, red potion.
Mm-hmm.
And another cantrip spell scroll. So 3 of those.
Great. Cantrip spells.
Yep. And now I just gotta figure out which one. Or which ones.
You just see Chess's eyes like lighting up and
The precious.
Just all light. 3 light scrolls.
And this is only
Just
the front half of
prestidigitation.
the ship.
I already have
Yes. You can check the back half if you'd like.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
motion
check
to the
the-
back
If you
half.
want-
We're gonna check the ass together.
Yeah.
If you want to wait to tell us what those, we can't open them.
Yeah, I'll get
Yeah,
them
you
to
can
you.
figure them out.
Oh well, look at the
Fuck.
Oh!
Maybe the other one. Fuck.
It was a spell of waterproofing.
I'm actually gonna go to the
Fuck.
bathroom real quick.
Let me try it one more time.
We have one more. Maybe it'll work.
I'm also
Just
going
like
to check
hold-
out the ass.
Like
Oh, yeah.
holding these.
Spell scrolls. Bruh.
You undo them and it's like toilet paper. It's just like
No.
nothing.
Can we get a hashtag ship ass in the chat? Thank you.
The
Boat
ship of
butts.
ass. Thank you.
Yeah,
Boat-
thank you.
Boat butts.
Hashtag boat butts.
Maybe
Shake
check.
that booty
maybe,
butt.
maybe Google that before you.
Oh, let me put the cake
hashtag
cam up
that.
too.
Oh, cake.
We'll talk
Got
about
him.
boat-
Let's check back in with Don and the cake cam.
Overtaking.
Again, for the
Ooh,
fine price of
slide it
4
a little
payments
more.
in $19.99.
Now this
YouTube-
can't be right. I just
Look
got
at
an
those
update that we are
beautiful
selling this
berries on top.
for $15 5 times.
That's right, Crom.
That smooth, moist ganache.
Did you make
Because suddenly now I'm southern.
Smooth, moist, ganassi,
Ganache.
Ganassi!
ganassi jelly.
No, wait
Ganache.
just a minute.
Good God.
Now hold on.
Hold on there just a minute.
Thought this
Yes,
was devil's food cake, not Ganassi food
Delicious
cake.
chocolate.
Now is that
Chocolate
topped with a
cake.
good berry? Am I seeing this correctly?
They're the
Did
best.
we get good berries for this chocolate cake? Oh my lord.
Good berries at this price.
They are the best berries, Crom.
They're not just good berries, they're great berries.
Didn't we discuss in the
developed
last
a
one that
new
great
spell.
berries or good berries are the size of plums?
Yeah.
Like they're massive.
I can
Yes.
only eat one at a time.
Yeah,
Cheeks full of good berries.
it's like a squirrel.
I'm gonna wild shape into a chipmunk so I can eat more.
Yeah. Oh dude, I would fucking
You
let
also
that
switch us
happen.
back off of cake cam. We put it up while we were talking
we
about the
could
ship.
leave.
Yeah, we could just keep
Cam
cake
on.
cam.
Yeah, I'm fine with keeping it on.
We gotta suffer staring at it, so does everyone else.
Shaking aggressively.
It was me
Same.
sitting down,
Oh,
probably.
The cake is
Yeah,
Yeah,
aggressive.
my elbow. I placed it on.
We're all just
The
shaking because of
table.
the cake.
I need it.
Should be for the back. Get a really nice.
Look at the detail on the bowl
frame.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, delicious detail.
Look at the rivets and the berries.
Now, unfortunately, if you buy this, you have to return the bowl.
Yeah,
We do need that back. That is a separate listing. We cannot give that away at this price. We simply cannot.
That is too much of a steal.
We're all gonna go check out the ass together.
Yeah.
Boat
Okay.
ass.
Boat
Boat
butt.
butt.
Boat butt.
The boat butt? Alright.
Is it a big boat butt?
It is a big boat butt.
Very
Yeah,
good.
nobody even typed hashtag boat butt in the chat.
Y'all are fake
It's
fans.
honestly ridiculous.
Disappointed in everyone.
18 people here,
Not even
not
a
a single
hashtag.
hashtag boat
I
butt.
mean, do we even know anyone at this point on? Why are we here?
So in the back end of the boat, you would see mostly furniture. So like beds, dressers, miscellaneous lodgings.
Okay, not like for sale.
No.
Okay.
They're sleepable, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Sleepable.
Sleepable. Are there any foot lockers or anything, like any bags or anything?
The store?
Yeah, you would see
Maybe
like
crew members that
foot
are...
lockers, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, any bodies back here?
Is there one-eyed Willie? Is he here?
No,
Uh,
Sean Astin.
Is Melvin here?
Sean Astin is just hanging out.
I'll say there's no bodies that you can see. But yeah, foot lockers, beds, the like.
I'm gonna swim over to one of the foot lockers, and if any of them's locked, I'm gonna try to pick that lock.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be unlocked. You pop it open. Inside are like clothes, shoes.
I'm imagining they just start floating away.
Yeah, a really rusty short sword.
I grabbed them. I'm not taking the sword. I'm taking the clothes, though. We might use this. I know a guy.
All right. And Urgeva looks to you and gestures.
We're doing so good. She's gonna want to hire us.
Look at these clothes.
At this price?
And she kind of points to her head and taps her temple and gestures you forward. And begins swimming more, and soon you, as you're following this elevation downward further, the water ahead of you still continues a considerable distance to the point that you're not able to see to the bottom of the lake. I mean, it's a deep fucking lake. And she points. And you see there's roughly like a 4-foot hole in the cave here. She points toward it and throws her hands up as if to say, I wonder what's in here.
How wide is this hole?
It's like 4
You
feet.
said 4 feet?
Around, yeah.
I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights and send my lights in.
Or big enough for everyone to pass through.
Okay.
Man.
I'm gonna send my dancing light bulbs into the
Okay.
Into
the
the
Oh,
hole.
Yeah.
I meant to mention I did leave my rat above.
You're familiar?
Yeah,
That's fine.
it's a rat. It's not an octopus or like a fish would have been helpful.
It's watching Kesgrim. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's keeping an eye
Probably
on
beating the
Kester.
shit out of him right now.
Oh yeah, it's sitting right on top of my.
On your stuff, watching your stuff. I like it.
Yeah.
So actually, what I'm gonna do, I can make 4 lights, or I can combine them into one glowing.
Orb.
Well, I'm gonna make a jellyfish, like a big
Ooh.
jellyfish, a big glowing jellyfish, and I'm gonna just move it slowly into the hole like a jellyfish is swimming.
Okay.
So that way, if there is
love
like an animal or something in there, it might see what this is and attack the light or something, so we can get a good idea if there's something in there.
So as it begins to travel down the hole, the hole is angled downward. So you sit there and watch as it descends, and it illuminates a face in the hole. And you're able to see the face of what looks to be a crocodile. And it notices the light and begins to turn and quickly swim away. As it turns to swim away, you see the back end of a beaver.
So the snake scarf that's around my neck, is it still dispersing blood in the area around me?
Yes, but not in great quantities.
I will unravel this snake, hold it into the hole like a hose, and squeeze this ketchup bottle
Roll it up like a tube of toothpaste.
like a tubo snake.
You just grab one end and
Yeah,
work it all the way down.
Okay.
Snake paste.
Oh, that's
For
a
not great RPG, snake paste.
At this
Yeah,
price.
We're practically giving it away.
Please take it. We'll pay you.
So you squeeze the snake into the hole. The blood, does fill the.
Is this thing attracted by it?
It does not return. You do not see it come back.
Okay, so it is not.
Great, now we gotta swim through the paste.
So it's not predatory in that it would not come to the as a shark would in water. It would not approach a source of a perceivably injured creature. Like, I get that it saw the jellyfish that he made.
Right.
I'm just trying to establish whether or not this thing is predatory in my eyes.
That's a hard thing to answer.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll say if you want to make the judgment that it's not predatory,
Sure.
that's definitely a judgment you can make.
Okay.
But
Okay.
How
So
far down the hole was it?
about 10 feet.
About 10 feet, and it turned and started heading back.
Mm-hmm. Deeper into the hole.
Okay.
I'm gonna call my
How big is
jellyfish
it?
back.
Is it like a beaver with just an alligator head, or is it like an alligator with just a beaver tail?
Is it beaver size?
or
With
alligator.
an alligator head. It's an alligator
It
size.
can't be that big because it turned around in a
Legs like a horse.
Yeah.
4 foot wide.
It's roughly humanoid size.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When
so
it
like
was-
6 to 7 feet.
When it was in the hole, was it like perched somewhere, or it was just like in the hole?
It was just in the hole,
Okay.
facing
There
out.
wasn't like any like alcoves it was hanging out in.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, it was straight in the center of the shaft.
I'm trying to sleep.
I mean, I kind of look at the group and just like point and go.
Yeah, I want to rewrap this now. Thin,
Drained snake.
drains. I did successfully drain the snake. I'll wrap that loose snake drain
That
skin
loose,
around.
wrinkly snake.
It's spent, and I'm gonna swim down into the hole through the goo.
Okay.
Snake goo!
I'm gonna mage hand some of the goo away as I
The
see
reason
you
why I don't
swimming.
have my family watch
Watch
this.
this.
My God, we would never be invited over again.
Just immediately outcasted.
Mom, Dad,
Snake goo.
Snake goo!
this price, we can't.
I gotta say no to that one, Crowd. We cannot let Snake go at this price. I'm drawing the line.
I'm keeping that myself. We're not selling it.
So you all swim down the
What is lazy?
Google?
you swim down the hole as it descends, and at a certain point curls and curves upward.
Mm-hmm.
You follow the curvature of the path upward.
Okay, so it definitely descends a depth. So we're looking down at like a landmass. We
Right.
know that out it edges and it goes down further again. Are we swimming out and then coming back up still within the landmass, or does it feel like we're swimming far enough that we're coming out like the edge portion?
You'd still be
at
within the
end?
landmass.
Okay.
Is this out on like the top of a landmass, or is it like this side?
It would be the side.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to discern, like, are we going to be coming out into a deeper part of the lake, or are we going into, like, a fucking cavernous system? Okay, so yeah, I'll swim first. I'll lead the swimming.
Cool. I'll
I'm
follow
definitely,
behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I'm gonna strap my shield to my leg and kind of use it as like a propel, like
like a
big,
mermaid.
yeah,
That's genius.
That's a really good idea.
yeah, just kind of propel myself to the front, like try and catch up after it.
Don't do that. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, don't
Do
attach
it.
iron to your feet and then jump in water.
Minerva swimming.
Don't do it. Bad idea.
For legal reasons, please.
Yeah, for legal reasons, do not.
Buy a real shield. Make sure it's actual metal.
Snake meat.
Snake paste to you.
Rub your shield with snake paste.
Yeah, I'll swim through this tunnel and follow whatever this
Snake
thing
oil
is.
salesman.
Cool. So you follow it along. You see it. You don't see the creature that you had seen before, but the path in front of you opens, and you can see once it goes up, you can see pretty much a hole above you. So you swim up and poke your head up, and you are in a proper cavern.
Okay.
You look around. You don't see any immediate
Head
sign.
out of water?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't see any immediate sign of the creature. But you do see spread out through this room is like blood, pieces of armor and weapons that have been broken and thrown and discarded.
So it's a cavern in which there is a floor as well, and we're surfacing in
Right.
like that small circle that opens up.
Right.
So for where land would be perceived, how far away from that are we? Or is it immediate like when
It's
we
immediate.
pull out? Okay.
So we're in like a well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crawl under the fucking landmass then.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
same.
I'll help everyone out of the fucking hole.
Cool. So you all climb out. You look around in here and you can see there are that same blue algae that was under Nenaxi. You see that kind of built up on the walls around. You see other green algae spread out. There's different types of mushrooms that vary in color as well, like blue with yellow dots,
Okay.
all spread out throughout. You can see there's scraps of armor, stuff like that.
Okay. Are there any corpses that would look as though? Because I mean, if there's scraps of armor here,
Pieces.
yeah, they're
perhaps.
like fragments of
Not-
flesh or bone or.
Not that you can see. I will say you see bloodstains leading further into the cavern.
Okay, so cavern opens and then does it narrow into what would be perceived
A
as
passage.
a tunnel, or does it? Okay,
Right.
at the opposite end of where we surfaced.
Right.
Fair. So I mean, how wide is the passageway as it begins to narrow?
The cavern you exit into looks to be about 15 feet wide. The cavern in front of you looks to be about 5 feet wide,
Okay.
with sufficient height for you to pass.
Sure. Okay. Does the blood trail look as though it trajects towards this next
Mhm.
area? Okay.
Is Yugurvo still with us?
Yes.
I want to turn to her and just. Have you been here before?
I've not, no.
Bruh.
Why not?
Zoinks, Olaf.
I never came across it before. I recognized the ship. Me and my crew were near the ship before, so I did recognize the ship. I figured if there was anywhere they were taken, it must have been nearby. Why didn't I see it?
Exactly.
You're letting him answer the questions that we need to know. It's so overpowered. It's so insane.
Don't alert him.
It's so insane. Who killed the king? Well,
Let me
Well, not the
just-
jazz.
I'll start the tea. It's a long one.
we didn't know there was a king.
Well, after seeing part of my crew go missing, I didn't want to explore too much. So I pretty quickly just exited.
I'm gonna point at the armor. Bruh?
I don't think that's their brows, no.
Is that theirs?
My crew is not in armor, no.
I'm gonna pick up the armor to inspect. What does it look like? Are these like breastplates? Are these chainmail?
Yeah, so you would find some scraps of like chainmail shirts that are clearly broken and bloody.
Does this look to be the same stuff that the guards of the city wear?
No,
Okay.
it looks to be of lower quality. The metal is rusting. It's
Okay.
it's rough.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that beaver crocodile thing before?
Yes, I saw that the day that some of my crew was taken.
Has
or
anyone
disappeared.
else? Has anyone else in Nenaxi seen this before?
Not sure. I asked not Lufid, the other one,
Is it
Farum.
Yeah.
He said he has not encountered it before, but
Does he dive?
not usually. He pays us for it. But he's aware of what dangers lurk below.
And nobody's ever seen this creature before.
Not that I know of.
And you spend quite a bit of time.
Oh yeah, I've been
No.
diving here for 6 years. I've never seen it before.
The blood on the ground, does it look fresh or does it look as though it is dried out?
It looks dried out and old.
Okay.
Is the floor rocky or like muddy?
Rocky.
It's rocky, so it's okay, yeah.
For the blood on the ground, in terms of like the tracking indications of it, does it look like it's like wide and smeared as though something was dragged? Is it sporadic as though something was walking and bleeding? Is it sprayed in some kind of pattern that looks like something happened here?
It does look broad and spread out as if something was dragged.
Okay. Again, and towards the passage. Okay.
Well, I'll check out the tracks. Can I discern anything trying to track it?
Yeah, make a survival check. Or, I'm sorry,
Ooh,
nature
yeah, I
check.
wonder how many feet this thing
By
has.
any chance, is this thing a monstrosity? Which would be my favored enemy?
Great question. Hang on 1 second, let me pull it up.
Probably.
He's looking for the swamp monsters.
Is it in here? Yes, it is. Nope, that's not the right one. I didn't mean to open surveys. I meant to open...
I'd love to take a survey. Yes, please.
What did you think of our product?
Well, I think it was overpriced, but
I don't think you were using it properly, correct, sir, if that's what you were doing with it.
So you're not giving it the stamp of approval, that's all.
yes, the value was amazing.
It is indeed a monstrosity.
Cool. You said nature?
Mm-hmm.
18.
18. So you can see 2 clear footsteps, kind of broad, and between the footprints you can see where the blood has been dragged, like you said, in a broad form.
Okay.
The footsteps you can see that are like bloody footsteps are kind of gross looking. They're very long and thin, and there's 3 to a side.
Okay. Yeah, I'll relay that. This thing's got nasty feet. It's a nasty feet monster.
Do they appear webbed in any way, or?
Yeah, they would appear webbed.
So you said it's 2 feet with 3 claws to the side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, I assume you're like pointing these out to us.
Yeah, I'll be gesturing.
Do the feet look different given that we saw like
Give me the feet.
give me the feet? An alligator front and like a beaver back? Or are the feet different between the front and the back as we can see it walking?
There's just 2
There's
feet.
2 feet.
Oh,
Right.
oh,
Yeah, there's just
okay,
2 feet.
Got it.
Give me 2 feet.
Do they look like beaver feet? Like
I've
little-
never seen beaver feet as a person.
It's horrible. Yes.
Oh yeah, is there
or
like a
no?
tail drag like,
It's-
from where the feet are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said there was.
Oh,
where
sorry.
The, yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's just.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
look like beaver feet, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that a lot. I hate that there's pictures of cut off beaver feet.
Ah.
Sort of, but much longer.
Okay.
The webbing would stay close to, close to the foot, but the toes themselves would be much longer.
Okay.
After I'm done tracking and pointing to the things, I want to try to scrape some of this algae into one of my little vials I have around if I can.
All right, you want to do the pale blue one or the green one?
The blue one is the one I know is bad, right?
And you have some of, yeah.
I want more of the blue one then.
Okay.
Give me more blue.
Yeah, so you run your dagger along the cave wall some more, and you harvest some more of that blue algae into a vial.
I mean, I guess I'll look at the green one if I can discern anything without touching it, but I'm probably not going to touch it since I know the other one's bad.
That's fair. Make a nature check.
Sure. How about an 8?
That's
This isn't a monster. I don't know much about this.
Is it monstrous?
I've never hunted it.
It is green.
It is. It's.
It's not easy being
You can
green.
see that where the green algae is growing is apart from the blue algae. It's not like they're growing amongst one another. So it's clear that there's some fundamental difference between the two.
2 different.
Yeah, I'm going to poke with my claw, I guess, and see if it does anything. I don't know what I think it might do, but yeah. We're gonna...
It doesn't do anything immediately, no.
I'll try to push some into a jar to look at later.
Okay.
I'll hand the jar to you. You're smarter than I am.
Are you scooping it with your hand? Just
No. I'm gonna use the dagger after I see that it doesn't like fly in my face when I tap
I
it.
got my scrolls. Grab the jar.
I'm gonna look at our wonderful little gnome lady friend.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh. And point into the passageway. Bruh. And chomp loudly.
You want to go eat it?
Bruh, bruh, bruh,
You want me to go?
bruh. How long have you been feeding it?
I've not been feeding it.
Bruh?
I didn't even know this was here until it took my men.
Bruh?
Sounds like you were feeding it.
yeah, insight check. Is she lying?
Make an insight check.
17.
Nat 1. 9. I don't think she's feeding it, guys.
Green algae.
Don, I'll say you can. She doesn't appear to be lying. She looks to be shocked by the accusation. I mean, and she's fully telling the truth.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she lost 3 men. Why would she?
I just
Send-
look over to Olaf and just shake my head slightly.
Bruh. Bruh.
No.
Bruh?
Are you holding the snake?
Maybe.
Just gonna hold the loose.
The wrinkly snake.
It'd probably make a good cat toy.
Looks
Right.
good.
I will say the size of that constrictor snake is huge. It is a large snake.
That's why I handed it to Olaf.
That's
Big
why I
snake,
cut-
big man.
That's
We're
why I
good.
cut it in half.
And he squeezed it.
Start whipping them around.
I drained it. It's good now.
Weighs a little bit less now.
Bruh.
You want to go ahead?
Bruh.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go see what we can find. Hopefully my men are here.
Sure. They're here.
Take out my spellbook and just shake the water out of it.
Oh yes, I am sorry about that. I may be able to take care of that when we return.
As long
Yeah.
as it works. I left the
I can give
journal.
you some waterproof ink if you'd like.
I would very much like that. I've wound up in water several times in the past 2 days.
Oh yes, Orvigo is a very wet place.
You don't say.
I can surely give you some waterproof ink. Okay, friends, well, let's go along, see what we can find.
As we're walking, I just want to try and like dry my body off using the flames. Just God, I hate the water.
Lead the way,
hand dryer.
My God.
He's trying to pop the Craddock Shroud. Get everybody move.
Alright, so you guys continue along deeper into this cave. I'm gonna hiccup again. I'm trying not to. Oh, I succeeded. Okay.
Nat 20.
On what? Oh, my
Not
success
hiccup.
to not hiccup? Yeah, it's fair.
The blood drained out of his face for a moment. What?
What?
You what? I remember asking you to roll. God damn it.
You out of your goddamn mind!
At this price.
Snake goo?
That's price.
So you enter into the next room. I'm trying to find. Do I have this? Nope, I sure don't. I'll have to download it. I could have swore I had that. Sorry, I'm looking for this one file that I need. It's fine. I remember enough of it to introduce it.
That's fine.
So you walk into the next room. Ahead of you, you can see another body of water. This one roughly square. The edges are rough. It looks as though it's been,
Eroded or?
yeah, eroded into the floor here. At the bottom, you can see bolted to a crossbeam a treasure chest.
How shallow is this water?
It's 10 feet deep.
So it's 10 feet deep, cross beams through within the square,
Mhm.
and 10 feet down
Is the
chest.
Yep.
Below the cross beams, is it more water or is it landmass?
It would be stone.
So it would be stone.
Yep.
The insides of the square, are they stone or are they eroded ground?
The inside of the pool would be covered in tiles.
Tiles.
Look to be porcelain tiles with
Okay.
runes carved into them. Dwarvish runes, not... And we will leave it there this week with this
Hell yeah.
nice tiled pool of water that y'all walked up on.
Cool. Well, friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. Thank you, Blue Box, for the raid, the Nat 30s with the bits, and Thrilla with the follow. Thank you so much. We'll be back on Tuesday for the City of Oshwamp. Wednesday with Princes of the Apocalypse, which should be the last episode of that. We're going to be finishing that up. And then we'll be doing a randomizer, which we haven't done in a while, on Friday that I'm going to DM. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the week. So thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Good
Bye,
night.
friends.
Bye, friends.
Brr.